Live from the James McLeod Memorial Studios, it's the Nintendo Cartridge Society Christmas Spectacular.
Featuring special guests, Adrian Holmes and Garrett Morlang from the Super Gamer Boys.
Kelly Nugent and Ryan Mogge from Same Day Shipping.
Connor McCabe and Jeremy Schmidt from Super NPC Radio.
And now, here's your hosts, Patrick and Mark with the Nintendo Cartridge Society Ice Dancers. It's dangerous to go alone, so the Nintendo Cartridge Society goes with ya. Welcome to Nintendo Cartridge Society. My name is Patrick Ellers, and I am joined, as I am always joined, by my co-host, Mark Mitchell. Mark, Merry Christmas. How you doing?
Hey, Merry Christmas to you too. I'm doing so well. We're set up in this really cozy cabin.
Yeah, really cozy. You know, it's I know cozy usually is like code for too small, like inconveniently small. But I think this actually fits the bill.
It is both spacious and cozy.
I'm under a little blanket here. We're having a great time.
So picture this. Patrick and I are
dig, if you will, a picture.
Patrick and I are sitting on like couches that are facing each other, with like a little coffee table in between. But we're sharing one blanket that goes from like Patrick's, like waist, and then runs under the table.
That's right,
and comes up to my waist.
And it's just long enough and just heavy enough to keep all of our toes nice and toasty.
And then we have matching mugs of hot chocolate here because we are settled in for the holidays.
Absolutely. And we're excited that we're going to be celebrating it with a bunch of our friends who you've heard on the show before. I expected people to be here already. But it's okay. Everyone's on holiday time, right?
Everyone's on holiday time. It was a little dicey for us to get up here last night. The roads were not awesome.
Not awesome, but we put chains on the car, on the tires, pull over, checked a YouTube video on how to put them on, and I'm pretty confident that I put them on right. And then we just muscle through and we just get up here.
And then, not a big deal, but this morning, we had the radio going.
Yeah.
And, look, we don't have a great signal where we are, but it sounded like maybe avalanche and death trap were thrown around.
Sure. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of, the panic around the storm that we're currently in, just because we've seen like 3 or 4 feet of accumulation in the last 2 hours.
I saw a moose go like flying down the road like it was on roller skates, just because
it's just that icy.
Are so icy out there.
It is quite icy. And Mark, I did see an icicle fall from the roof and kill a squirrel. I did see that, which is pretty brutal.
It's pretty intense.
I've also not been able to keep a fire in the fireplace because it keeps blowing out. Somehow the wind is so bad.
So we're a little bit concerned about the weather. We're a little bit concerned about our friends being able to make it. But hey, if it's the holidays,
right?
We believe in miracles,
and if nothing else, we have each other.
Yes.
So
and this enormous
show,
blanket.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Yeah. And the show too. I care about the show.
Yeah, I care about the show too, and we're going to put on a good holiday special for everyone listening, even if our friends can't make it here.
Yeah.
To entertain everyone. Mark, do you hear that?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, is that my phone? Your phone? One of our computers?
Well, I left my phone out in the car.
Oh.
I know. But like electronics are good in the cold, right?
I mean,
what is it, operating
to a
better?
reasonable degree? Wait, open the laptop.
Let's open the laptop. Okay, all right. Adrian Holmes and Garrett Morlang giving us a call on the video phone. Hi, guys.
Hey, fellas. What's going on?
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Well,
So-
Patrick and I are just, hanging out in the old cabin, snowed in. Wasn't sure if anybody was going to be able to make it through, but we're glad you guys called.
Yeah, man, it's the least we could do.
Yeah, sorry we couldn't make it up there. I just had things that came up, and
came up.
my grandma's dog might be sick, and she said that maybe I don't know. She might need to help me. Trust me, I really wanted to come. I'm trying to make excuses here, but like duty calls.
No, I get you, dude. I even offered some lady $500, a pocket translator, and a ring, and she still didn't want it.
Yeah, well, it's look. I always love when I can not travel for the holidays, so I get it. It's tough. I'm glad you guys called in anyway. It's good. It's good to spend just some time, even if it means virtually, with friends on Christmas. So, did you guys bring a Christmas game for us to do together?
Boy, did we ever. Yes. So we think this game's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if you're ready for this. This is going to blow your mind right here. But we thought it'd be a blast to cast one of my favorite Christmas movies. All right. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this 1990 hit classic, Home Alone. Now,
Garrett, I assume we're casting Home Alone with Nintendo characters.
And yes, that is the catch. I would like you to use only Nintendo characters. Now, is that something you guys think you can do?
Oh, yeah. That seems like a perfect Christmas game.
I mean, it's almost as fun as a snowball fight outside of your cabin right now. But you know what? Yeah, like I said, I was busy. I can't make it. I'm really sorry. I apologize again.
It's I think the more you offer reasons why you can't make it, the more I think those reasons aren't real, Garrett. So Home Alone, by my math, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 characters that we really need to tackle here, right? So let's just run through the characters, make sure we're all on the same page.
All right.
So obviously we need to cast Kevin. We need to cast Kevin's mom, Kate. We need to cast Buzz. Because you need to cast a Buzz.
You have to cast Buzz. Yeah.
The 2 wet bandits, Marv and Harry, and then there's the scary old man. Mark, do you know the name of the scary old man?
Marley. I looked it up.
Marley. Okay. Also, AKA the South Bend Shovel Slayer. And last but certainly not least, Gus Polanski, the Polka King of the Midwest. John Candy's character. Is there anyone else? Are there any like ancillary other characters that we think we need to add to this?
What's his cousin's name?
He's
Kevin's
got
cousin.
The one who wets the bed?
Yes.
His name is Fuller.
Fuller. I kept wanting to say Ferris. Yeah. we got to do that one. Hey, Fuller, lay off the
Fuller.
Pepsi.
All right. Okay. This is good. Let's add Fuller to the list. And then where would you like to start? Adrian, where do you think is a good place to start with these? Let's save Kevin for last.
Okay.
But anywhere else, where would you like to start?
I think we should start with Old Man Marley.
Ooh, okay. So Marley, someone that we recognize as like a spooky presence at first, but not so bad once you get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pitch for this one. I don't know that it's great because it doesn't have like that spooky element. But I was thinking the old man from like the Great Plateau and Breath of the Wild, because you kind of get that reveal that he's the like King Hyrule. And so I feel like that kind of maps on. Oh yeah, sorry. Spoilers.
It's only been 6 years.
The first 45 minutes of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. But I do feel like it's missing that like scary element that I feel like it's kind of important to the character.
Yeah, I kind of see where I can see that. I can see that. It's interesting. I actually also had a Legend of Zelda character, also from Breath of the Wild. I lean more towards Impa. This the old.
Oh,
so it wouldn't be the creepy old man. It'd be the creepy old lady. Like, because when you first come up to her and meet her, she's like this shriveled up, creepy looking, like, oh man, like I don't know. It
Yeah,
looks
she's like a mummy.
very, almost like looking like a mummy. They're half dead. But yeah, and obviously, like as you know, the character of Marley grows throughout the film. In this Zelda, you very quickly learn like, oh, okay, she's more wise and helpful than
she's
you
sweet.
realize. But
Yeah.
there's definitely like, I'm sure most of the kids in that village, you know, they're like, oh, Impa's like, this place is haunted. She's creepy. Like I guarantee you, like that's what I would think if I lived there. So that's my who I'm throwing in the ring.
Adrian, you got one for the old man?
I do. Mine is when I picked this one, I focused more on it being an old man and not necessarily like him being scary. He's more like intimidating. And I picked Cranky Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, Cranky Kong is really good.
Cranky Kong's really good. That may be
Yeah.
the winner. Here's my pitch. My pitch was going to be Professor Egad, also an old man, from the Luigi's Mansion series. But I don't know that. Like the more you get to know Professor Egad, I think the scarier he gets.
Right. I think it's the reverse for Cranky though, because you can really work that angle of him and his strained relationship with his son because of him and DK. You know, you can kind of play up to that. So,
that also feeds in. So I'm sorry to interrupt you with a dramatic gasp, but that also he's got a strained relationship with his son, which feeds into the idea that there's the Donkey Kong Jr. being like the forgotten generation. Between that's perfect.
That is
there you go.
the
That's
perfect
my one.
That is very
Holy
good. That is very
smokes.
good.
Did we just nail it? Oh, Adrian, you nailed it, dude.
All right, I think that's it. I think the old man is Cranky Kong.
Sounds good.
All right, awesome. Mark, where do you want to go next?
Maybe we should tackle Buzz.
Sure. Okay, like kind of a bully.
Yes.
And by kind of a bully, I mean like straight up a bully.
I mean,
Like,
that's
Buzz
that's
doesn't-
his whole thing.
Like the worst.
Yeah,
Did
Buzz doesn't
anybody
learn any
not
lessons.
pick Wario? I picked Wario.
I didn't pick Wario because I have Wario later. I picked Ludwig von Koopa.
Okay, I can see that.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
older brother energy.
Older brother, some of it's a little aesthetic because I feel like the Buzz's red hair and Ludwig's like shocking blue hair. But also, you know, like you're saying, like that like big brother energy. Ludwig pretends or thinks that he's like the leader of the Koopa kids, of the Koopalines, even though they don't all agree. I don't know. So that's my pick.
I love that. The big brother energy, it's so specific. I love it. Garrett, did you have something else for this?
I did have another pick. I had Silver from the Pokemon Gold and Silver series.
Huh.
I was struggling to come up with someone for this one, and I came across some quotes from Pokemon Gold and Silver, and just reading.
I love this.
Quote some of the
text
things
status, I love it.
that Silver said, like your rival in the game, so antagonistic. Like he's horrible towards your character. It's like absolutely this. He's just like upset when you win. He's all ticked off. He's like making fun of you, like you fall in a hole. And he's like, I have it here somewhere. I can't find it. I have a list of quotes here that I had like written down and stuff. And it's just bizarre, like how horrible he treats your character. Just calling you like, oh, you're a terrible trainer. What do you think? You're gonna have the strongest Pokemon? Like, good luck. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So he's
what
basically
you did, you
Buzz. In
little
my mind,
jerk.
he's a bully. He's the biggest bully in Nintendo. So that's my pick.
I don't hate that.
What do you think, Mark? Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like that's perfect. And I like, this is a little bit selfish on my part, but I don't know that much about Pokemon. I've never played Gold and Silver. And so I like including it on this list because I think it gives Patrick and I bonus points for including something Pokemon, even though we don't know anything about it.
Well, you got to play Gold and Silver. Those are some of the best ones.
Garrett, it's never going to happen.
All right.
As long as we're on, let's finish rounding out the rest of Kevin's family that we're gonna do here. So let's do his cousin Fuller. This is the youngest cousin. If he drinks too much Pepsi, he's gonna wet the bed. Played, of course, by Kieran Culkin. In a nice little bit of meta-ness. Mark, it looks like you are eager to get off the bench on this one.
No, I have no idea. I'm racking my brain to think of which Nintendo character, and maybe it shouldn't be that hard, but which Nintendo character would be a bedwetter?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just jump at it. This is a
Yeah, do it.
completely for the Yucks pick because he looks just like him. And I'm gonna take what you said earlier. I'm gonna put Egad there. I'm gonna put Egad as Fuller.
That's great. You know what that makes me want? That makes me want a baby Egad.
There you go. We can do
We
that.
got baby Mario. We can do that.
We can do that.
Just make it up here.
Just
Like,
making up
yeah.
characters.
Oh,
Mark, are you
man.
cool with baby Egad?
Actually, I think it's funnier with old man Egad.
All right.
I mean, I think that'd be pretty hilarious. Like, he's this brilliant genius, like creating these crazy, like, mad scientist experiments and technologies, and then he wets the bed at night.
You give him too much Pepsi.
Yeah. It's a little bit of like a Stewie Griffin thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I also like the idea that we're like casting Professor Egad as Fuller, so he's playing young, but I think Egad
Right.
could pull it off.
Yeah, I think so too. He'd
Fair.
invent something to make him look young, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have a very like youthful, childlike kind of personality and wonder, and in the way he just interacts and stuff. So yeah, I think it'd be an easy role for him.
This is more than has ever been said about the character of Fuller in, in Home Alone.
Hey, there's no small parts, right?
That's right. All right, which means that we are left with Kevin's mom. Of course in the movie played by the legendary Catherine O'Hara. So do we need to just go with like an extremely maternal character here?
That's a direction I went. So stick with me here, and maybe you guys will be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." I hope that's the case, but I went with Isabel from Animal Crossing.
I could see that.
Okay.
So, I mean, extremely capable. Like, she's that kind of running the show over there in reality. Like, we show up and we're designing a place, and when Mr. Tom Nook's over there is kind of doing whatever he does. But really, Isabel's getting the work done. And on top of that, has that motherly, worried kind of, just in general. Like you step away from your Switch for a few days and you show up. She's like, "Where have you been? Like, I haven't seen you in a while." It's like she's always checking in on you, make sure you're all right. Like, she seems like she already has a lot of those attributes of that kind of motherly, worried, making sure you're okay kind of personality. Man, I think she'd be perfect for the role. So
I think that's really good. I also went maternal, but maybe too literal, and I just went with the mom penguin from Mario 64.
yeah, the mom penguin from Mario 64 is good. But like, can you imagine Kate McAllister standing 10 feet away from one of the wet bandits as they drop Kevin off the side of this floating ice island? She would never allow it.
That is.
I love that. I love that. Oh man.
These are both good. Here's my pitch.
Okay.
My pitch is the mother of stars, Rosalina. She is responsible for like getting all the Lumas together, of birthing new galaxies into the world. Like, if there is a quintessential mother in the Mario world, it's Rosalina.
Not too
Okay.
shabby.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I have not played the Mario Galaxy game, so I have very little experience with Rosalina. So
Oh, they're so
Sorry.
good.
I'm sorry.
So
Uh,
I picked, mine was a little bit more straightforward because I was thinking of the moments where she kind of puts her foot down and she's not gonna leave until you help her find her son, like the straightforward directness. So I picked
Yeah.
Edelgard from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I like
yeah,
that. Edelgard's really
yeah.
good.
She seems like the kind who will like, I got to get this done. I got to find my son, and that's, I think, best represents that aspect of her.
All right, so we've got 3 good picks and marks. So who are we gonna go with? I also had just like a fleeting moment of like, oh, is it the mom from Earthbound?
Ooh.
And then I was also thinking, could it be 5 Volt, like 9 Volt's mom from the
know
WarioWare
what?
series?
I don't hate that either.
That's good. I love that, actually. I think it's got to be 5 volt.
I'm down.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
that's-
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I like the penguin a little more, I'm going to be honest.
The penguin was your like more creative pick, but this one fits it better.
I like the penguin more too. I mean, I think it should be the penguin. That's my real
Oh
vote.
my gosh. Okay, fine. We're going with the penguin from Mario 60. This is who's replacing Catherine O'Hara. I hope you're all happy with this. All right. Okay. Now we probably got to tackle Gus Polinski, the Polka King of the Midwest. Who can step into? I was about to give away my my pick. Who can step into John Candy's shoes? I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. Of course, always on my mind, never far from my heart, Donkey Konga. I think Gus Polinski has got to be Donkey Kong.
I had the same answer.
Oh, that's good. It may end up being Donkey Kong. When you have multiple people with a single vote, that's usually a good sign. I'll just throw mine out there. I think my pick was Plessy from Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Love Plessy. Feel like it has big John Candy energy.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's my pick.
I was actually getting ready to swim over to Milwaukee. You want to take a ride on my back?
Yeah.
So
Plessy's real good.
this is a pick of mine. It's a little bit of stretch. So it is a game that is playable on Nintendo consoles. So not necessarily owned by Nintendo, but I think it's fine. I think it counts.
Go ahead and
I
break
have
the rules.
Sans from Undertale.
Okay. All right.
I
Why?
think
Yeah, I need a little more.
I mean, he's got the lovable personality, the sense of humor. He's always willing to do whatever it takes to help you out, depending on how you play it through Undertale, I guess. Like he's always there. He's always got your back. Yeah, I don't know. To me, he seems like a exact replica of John Candy in my mind. Like just words of wisdom while also just being absolutely hilarious at the same time. So
You heard it here first.
And you think
John Candy,
Yeah, so you-
Sans. Same
Same.
person.
right?
same.
I don't know if Sans could be Uncle Buck. Like I don't know if that works.
I mean,
It's your interdimensional uncle.
all right, fine. We don't count Sans then.
No, and we can count him. He counts. He's a solid nominee.
Just won't be the pick, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the pick. Mark, what do you think? Because I am swayed by your Plessy argument, but Donkey Kong. Look, if he just becomes, instead of the Polka King of the Midwest, that he becomes the Conga King of the Midwest.
Or the King of Swing of the Midwest.
Yes. Or the King
There
of
we go.
Swing. Yeah, I think I feel good about Donkey Kong.
Okay, we're going with Donkey Kong.
I wasn't feeling it when you guys first said it. I'm like, Donkey Kong, really? But I think, yeah, you've swayed me.
All right, good. Now I think we're to like the central cast now, right? We are to the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv, and then we'll do Kevin. We got to end on Kevin. And I'm always curious because in a place like this, it's so tempting to cast as a pair, right? So I'm curious if any of you went for like a pair of characters or if you were casting them individually.
I totally went for a pair. I did not go with this character. Someone else mentioned them earlier. I have Wario and Waluigi together. I mean,
Garrett, those were my picks as well.
yeah, it's like they look the part, they act the part. Like it's it. Like I think Wario and Waluigi were based on the Wet Bandits. Honestly, that's probably where they got the idea for them.
Adrian, what do you got for these guys?
So I have Pigma Dangar from Star Fox 64 or Star Fox in
Yep.
general. And then I also have King Bob-omb.
Oh, wait a minute. I hold on. Who is who?
So Pigma is obviously Joe Pesci, right? Because they have that same kind of
Obviously.
no, you know what I mean, the accent, they talk the same way. And then King Bob-omb is the other one that's kind of full of himself, just like how, God, I can't remember the other one's name.
Daniel Stern.
Stern.
Yeah.
How he's always like, yeah, we got to leave our calling card. You know, he's kind of full of himself, thinking, oh, we're gonna make a name for ourselves being the Wet Bandits. And what does King Bob-omb do when you meet him? I'm the king of all blasting matter. You know what I mean? So that hubris is there. So those are my picks.
Okay. I'm good. I'm gonna borrow the idea of the paired characters from Mark and Garrett, and I'm gonna borrow Pigma Dengar from Adrian, and say that we should cast them as Pigma as the Joe Pesci character, and Leon, also of Starwolf, for the Daniel Stern character, because he's also very like hoity-toity. He introduces himself as he says, "I am the great Leon."
That's true.
And then we keep the fact that they're like already a team.
Yeah.
We can use their existing chemistry.
I was trying to subvert they got to be from the same place. So
Now the Pigma and Leon, though, do they have the same level of kind of hijinks as Wario and Waluigi, though? Like Wario and Waluigi are known for getting up some crazy stuff. I mean, you've played WarioWare games before. Like they get wild.
Yeah.
Like what? I've never played Star Fox games. So Leon and Pigma, like, what are they up to?
But I'd wager that the Wet Bandits aren't necessarily trying to get up to hijinks. They just happen to get into it because of Kevin. They're just trying to rob houses. I don't think they're trying to make a game out of it or anything. Well, maybe Stern, but
they're not mischief makers is the thing, right?
Okay.
Like they're out to steal stuff. They're bad guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, I will say, Garrett, to your point, who do I think it'd be funnier to see like get an iron to the face? I think it's probably Wario and Waluigi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd love to see Wario's hat catch on fire. For Waluigi to get smacked in the face with a paint can. Like, that'd be great. Like, imagine, you guys are laughing right now thinking about this, right?
No, that's
like,
good.
That's a pretty good casting, yeah.
Wario taking a pry bar to the ribs.
That should be a WarioWare micro game.
Oh, that would be so good if there were a bunch of micro games of just like trying to get inside the McAllister house.
But you always lose.
You always lose, which it happens in WarioWare. Eventually, you always lose.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
run out of lives. Geez. All right. I think Adrian. I think we gotta give it up to Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, gentlemen. This leads us to the grand finale here. Who could possibly play Kevin McAllister from the Nintendo universe? Who is the Macaulay Culkin of the Nintendo universe?
Are you ready? Are you ready? No, you're gonna be like, oh, this is a good one. I'm telling you. Ready?
All right. Uh-huh.
Captain Toad.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah,
That is very good.
Okay.
That is good.
Captain
That is
Toad.
good. That is good.
He's the perfect level of like he can be seen. He's not necessarily a child, but he can be seen with that childlike level of wonder and whatnot. And who else has a built-in storage space for all their traps
Right.
than
right.
Captain Toad?
And I can 100% see Captain Toad putting on aftershave and then slapping his face and screaming in pain.
Yeah. And I can also like picture him jumping up and down on the bed and like eating candy and like watching movies
Yeah.
late at night, like all the Kevin stuff. I'm like, yeah.
And he's
that's
so
Captain
small,
Toad.
everybody would call him, a chump and squirt and everything, so he still fits into
Yeah.
that.
Man, that's
And
a really
then-
good one.
And then we can just fill out the rest of the family with other toads.
Yeah.
Like,
Makes
that
it
works
easy.
Except for his
perfectly.
mom.
Yeah.
except for his mom and Buzz and Foley. Yes. Are there any? Does anyone dare pitch something that's not Captain Toad now?
Yes, I want to hear him.
I was thinking Luigi. Thinking through again the span of the film, starting off and basing us off even just Luigi's Mansion.
Mhm.
He's just an anxious kid. He's worried. He's annoyed. He's whatever. He's just kind of like, but he's kind of like overshadowed by everyone. Luigi's very much overshadowed. Before Luigi's Mansion comes out, no one cares about Luigi. Whatever, he's just a sidekick. Then he gets his own game. Adrian's shaking his head. He doesn't like the sidekick comment.
That's Mario is
We've
missing
heard from
Eraser, but
Miyamoto
okay.
himself.
Uh, and so, yeah, Luigi, then he gets his own game. And by the end, he's a big bad, ghost fighting dude. And so my thought is like, oh, he has a very similar character arc. It'd be a great character from the play as already being able to connect on that deep, deep level. Hey, here's this Kevin McAllister character we got for you. Very similar to your life. You were getting stepped on and kicked around. No one cared about you, but now you're a big, tough guy. And you fought off, a bunch of ghosts. Very similar to the Wet Bandits. So that was my pick.
Do we think that Luigi, like at the beginning of the movie, would be afraid of the furnace in the basement?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I like that.
Buzz.
Yeah, I like that, Garrett. I like the connecting. It's like Luigi goes method to be able to play Kevin. They
Yes.
really have like an emotional connection that they can make. So I like that pitch a lot. I have a pitch that is more in the vein of I would say maybe just like a shallower aesthetic choice. And that is, or maybe aesthetic's not the right word, but I'm imagining this character kind of like going through the actions that Kevin McAllister goes through. And that is a Slippy Toad from Star Fox. Kind of gives me that like nervous energy, maybe a little bit annoying, but also you just can't help but love him. Again, I'm imagining Slippy Toad putting aftershave on for the first time and screaming, and it just seems to fit for me.
See, I think there's an element that some of these pitches are missing in that, or at least like, I almost feel like misinterpret Kevin just a little bit, because like he's not like he's scared of the furnace, but other than that, like he's pretty assertive. Like he goes out shopping by himself. He fights these bandits all on his own. He goes and like, I don't know, like I think he makes the original wish for his family to disappear and like stands up to Buzz, like pushes him over when he's bullying him about the cheese pizza. So I don't know. The way I went with this was like, we just want like an all-American boy, solid hero.
Mike Jones from Star Tropics.
Mike Jones from Star Tropics, yes.
I knew.
I don't hate
it. I felt like we mind melded there, Patrick. I felt like I knew where this was going.
But I also don't really want to argue with Captain Toad.
I mean,
yeah, I think I would be happy to give it to Captain Toad. That would be a pretty great video to watch there.
Mark, are you cool with that?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, guys, then I think we have cast the entirety of Home Alone. I'm just going to run down the cast list here. As Gus Polanski, Polka King of the Midwest, a.k.a. the Conga King of the Midwest, a.k.a. the King of Swing, Donkey Kong. As the old man Marley, we got Cranky Kong, with two Kongs in this movie. As the Wet Bandits, we got Wario and Waluigi. As Fuller, we have Professor Egad, possibly Baby Egad. We don't know exactly how we're pulling this off. As Buzz, we've got Silver from Pokemon Gold and Silver. As Kevin's mom, Kate McAllister, we have the Penguin from Mario 64. And then, as Kevin McAllister himself, we've got Captain Toad, the treasure tracker.
fantastic.
Very good.
Great. This is
So
a great
good.
movie.
Good.
So we're starting filming on this next week, right? We're working on this
yeah,
project.
we start rolling. Yeah,
We get-
we're greenlit. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, thanks so much for calling us, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry you
my
couldn't
gosh,
make it out to
thank
the
you.
cabin.
No problem.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Again, thanks for the invite. So sorry again, couldn't make it. I forgot to get gas in the car. The gas was totally empty, and
The more the excuses come, the more I don't believe any one of them.
Well, hey, try to make the best of it, fellas, huh?
Yeah, you too. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
So nice of those guys to call.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me a little nervous for everyone else who has not called in yet. Maybe they're still on their way.
Yeah, they're probably fine.
I would guess that, look, it would be a dark Christmas episode if any of our guests died on the way here.
You're right.
Let's perish the thought.
No. Ooh, I shivered under this enormous blanket that is covering both of us.
And it had been so cozy for so long.
Oh.
Well, let's do something to take our mind off of this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Nothing we can do to affect this now.
No. Oh, well, it looks like there's a Nintendo 64 here. Did you bring that? I didn't bring this.
No, I didn't bring it. Maybe it came with the cabin?
Oh, I mean, it is a cozy
It's a very
but
cozy
spacious
cabin.
cabin.
I could go for some Nintendo 64. What kind of games do they have? Do they have Mario Party, Mario 64? Do they have Star Fox? Do they have any of the Legend of Zelda games?
No. Hold on. They have.
Are there any games? Or were we?
No,
Chris
no,
had-
there are.
Okay, all right.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 copies of Donkey Kong 64.
Okay, well, first thing we need to do is throw out 11 copies of Donkey Kong
Hey,
64.
I want my deposit back from this rental, so let's set them aside.
All right, we'll set them aside.
Yeah, metaphorically throwing them away.
That's right. I guess that's what I meant. Is that we're not going to choose between the 12 copies of Donkey Kong 64 that are in front of
it's
us.
unnecessary.
Yeah, we could play some Donkey Kong 64.
It has been a long time since I've like really sat down and played this game.
Yeah, it's it's cool. Like I like they're all like the new Kongs that they introduced in it, and then they like bring back some of the classics too. Like you got Cranky Kong, you got Wrinkly.
Oh right, this is the one where Wrinkly shows up as a ghost, right?
Yeah, and because like she's dead, but like she's been in these other games.
Right. In the first one, she's around, but in the second one, she is.
Is she around in the first one?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's
Maybe
just.
she's just implied.
Yeah.
She's an off-screen implied counterpart to Cranky Kong.
Yes, exactly. The existence of a Cranky Kong
Yeah.
implies a Wrinkly.
Right, that's right.
But in the second one, she's like a school teacher, and you play like a mini quiz at her place.
Right, and she's all like doilied up in that one, right?
Uh-huh.
Like she's very grandmotherly,
Yes.
like old and infirmed. But then like seems to take a turn for the better in the third one, where she's like active
And
and
playing Nintendo 64.
she's playing it. You can hear the Peach's Castle music from Mario 64 coming out of her Nintendo 64.
And then in the third one, she's a ghost.
Yeah, because she died.
But do we know how Wrinkly died? Was it just old age?
No, Mark, I can't believe you don't know this. It's a sad story, but let me tell you about it. Wrinkly got ran over by a Ramby, walking down the path in jungle japes. Kongs can ride on fish and fly on emus, but rhinos aren't always friends with apes. She'd been worried about her grandson, who'd gone off to fight K. Rool. She asked for help from local critters, and she summoned up a Ramby like a fool. When we found her in the jungle, at the scene of the attack, shawl and glasses smashed and trampled, and we knew no DK barrel to bring her back. Bring her back! A Wrinkly got ran over by a Ramby, walking down the path in jungle japes. Kongs can ride on fish and fly on emus, but rhinos aren't always friends with apes. Rhinos aren't always friends with apes.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
It's a sad story. Knock the door.
That's honestly kind of surprising.
Yeah, let's see if anyone survived to make it to our door. Kelly Nugent and Ryan Mogge, you guys made it.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Jeez.
Oh, we're so happy you're here, but
Sorry, we're really annoyed right now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
What's going on?
It's just like I don't know if you know, but it's like really snowy out.
No, we know. Everyone else, our last guest canceled. They didn't even come.
Uh-huh.
They called in.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you
I
guys
didn't know we
made
could
it.
cancel.
Oh shoot.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, we just didn't know.
We kept coming.
We
Oh,
kept
yeah.
through
I
the
mean,
snow.
Yeah.
we really appreciate it. We didn't mean to put you guys out any though.
No, it's okay. I mean, it was just we were in the middle of Ryan's mayoral campaign.
It's getting really close.
Yeah. We're like not. What we've been doing is like door to door knocking. So
In this storm?
yeah, and that's why it's so annoying because like it takes a long time, and then we had to take a break to come here, but it's
Well,
fine.
and people don't really understand my platform.
Right. Well, I mean, you've got out. We can lend you our platform now.
Yes, yeah,
If
if
you want to
there's-
tell people what you're all about,
The voters need to know.
Puppies.
So
it's a good platform.
do you see how it's kind of vague? Like
Yeah.
Kelly's been on me
yeah.
to define it more.
I
but
just
I
think like
think
what
this is
about
a,
them?
But this is a winning platform.
Well, I can see how going door to door would be helpful because one, people have puppies, but then you have as much time as you need to explain what you mean by that.
Well, because we get in and then she says puppies and then everyone kind of waits.
Right. Well, I wait for it to sink in.
Right.
I got to give it at least a count of 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
You say it out
4
loud.
Mississippi. Well, yeah. I don't want to lose count.
Right.
People are like, "Why are you saying Mississippi to me?"
Right. And then because they're like, that's not the state we're in. So
Well, I'm glad you guys could take
Thanks
us
for
straight
having
from the
us, I
campaign
guess.
yeah,
trail,
thank you.
Yeah.
to play it. Oh, did you bring a game for us to play for our Christmas special?
We were thinking about it, and we think we have a really good idea.
yeah, it's really good. Okay, so you guys, just buckle your seatbelts.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So you guys talk about Nintendo, right?
Yeah, that's our whole deal.
Okay.
And it's Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And like me and Ryan, we love like rom-coms and like Christmas.
Sure, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, what do you think happens when we smash all of those together?
Smash together rom-coms, Christmas, and we like talking about Nintendo together.
Yeah, and I know like you probably have never heard this kind of thing before, so I understand if it takes you a while to
Okay.
like come to the
I mean,
conclusion.
why don't you just tell me what it is?
So
Because
do-
I'm never gonna get it.
Okay. Well, we are going to cast Love Actually with Nintendo characters.
Oh my
Oh,
I love
okay.
it. I
Yeah,
think that's great.
That sounds perfect.
There are a ton of characters in Love Actually.
Yeah, how much time? I know you're going door to door
Well, we
for
have
your
to get
mayoral
back.
campaign.
Yeah.
You have to get back.
Yeah.
Okay. How much time do you think
Well,
we have?
we had 30 minutes from when we came in the door.
Oh my gosh, so we
Oh.
have less than 30 minutes.
Okay, all right. So all right. Well then, I set a timer now.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's disrespectful. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Ryan can do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi the whole time.
I
if
would
we
rather
want.
she
doing
not
it in
do.
my mind.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
mentally.
Okay,
Okay,
right,
yeah.
right.
Great,
Mental
great, great.
Mississippis.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh, not the state we're in.
Not the state
we're in.
No. Not the actual state. Not the mental state we're in.
No.
But okay. So there's like a million characters. Where would you like to start?
Well, okay, so let's imagine that one of us like wrote an email that listed out all the characters.
Right,
Just
sure,
imagine.
Just hypothetically.
Uh-huh.
So like what? Like
Yeah.
what would be at the top of that email?
Okay, so let's start with Billy, the pop singer,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and his manager Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's Bill Nye and an actor I don't know.
These
Right.
guys are friends forever.
They're friends
They
forever.
are friends
Yeah.
forever, yes.
I feel it in my fingers and in my toes.
That's right.
Um,
Christmas is all around me
yeah,
or something.
and that's the way it
Mhm.
goes.
I
Okay.
think it's so the feeling grows.
Oh, okay. So sorry. See, okay, so you kind of get a taste of what the mayoral campaign's kind of been. like.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
People see a lot of conflict. in
Yeah, and then
this.
they're like, "Is that going to be applicable to how you will rule us?"
Mayors famously rule.
Conflict breeds drama.
Yeah.
and everybody wants more
Drama.
drama. in the mayor's
yes,
office.
Yes,
in
exactly.
politics in general, frankly.
In general. Okay, so I feel like this is maybe really mean to Billy Mack / Bill Nye.
Yeah,
Is that how you say his name?
I think so.
But like, just like for me, he's like a random me.
Oh,
Like you
you think he's like a nondescript?
He's a pop star.
but he looks like a just a regular me to me. I mean, he looks like the one like if you were to start up Nintendo
No,
for the
I-
first time.
Right.
He's
a
just
default
totally
me.
generic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a randomly
me.
generated me. Here's the other thing I like about that. Because of Wii Music, we've seen me's play musical instruments.
That's right. I like that a lot. I think that's a good one.
Mark, I think you and I have the same pick for this one.
Okay, well, I have KK Slider.
I also have KK Slider,
Oh, that's good.
the guitar playing dog from
but
Animal Crossing.
and then for the friend, for like his manager, I have Tom Nook. So you got like an Animal Crossing
Oh.
thing
So
going on there.
I also did an Animal Crossing thing where I have Joe as Mr. Rossetti, the like angry mole who gets mad at you when you turn off the game without saving.
Oh my god.
He's like a real grump.
Yeah.
Ryan, who do you have for? Do you have any pitches for these
I
two?
didn't have a pick for this one. I thought it was too tough.
It's too hard.
It is hard.
My vote is generic me
Okay.
for Billy, and then Tom Nook for Joe, the manager.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I like
like it.
that. I like that.
Okay, so the generic me specifically is in Wii Music, right?
The one from Wii Music.
Yeah, it's like playing the saxophone on "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go" or something.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay, great.
Absolutely.
All right, great picks. Let's move on to the next like kind of trio of characters that we have here. The Prime Minister, played by Hugh Grant. Natalie, his girlfriend / whatever. She's like what is her job in?
She's a chef.
She's a
She's
chef.
a chef. Okay,
She's
but
a
she
chef.
also, but she also serves the food.
Oh.
interesting. Is that a normal dynamic?
I don't think
Maybe
so.
it's a British thing.
Maybe it's
Maybe
a
It might be
British thing, yeah.
British. It might be
Anything
British.
we don't understand about this movie, probably a British
Probably
thing.
Purely on Downing Street. Is how that works?
I hope she gets paid twice.
Me too. And then of course the U.S. president, who was played by Billy Bob Thornton in Love
Sex
Actually.
pest.
Sex pest Billy Bob Thornton, or sex pest U.S. president.
U.S. president. We
Right.
can't. Neither here nor there with Billy Bob. We don't
Right.
know.
I find this prime minister kind of charming.
Okay.
But
Okay.
in this very generic, regular, handsome
Yes.
kind of guy way.
Mhm.
And this might reveal too much about me.
Okay.
But I kind of go Mario.
Oh, okay.
And then I just lean into it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's Princess Peach.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And the president is Wario.
Okay.
That's where I
really love that. I'm about to like maybe create some drama,
Okay.
which you like.
I love it.
Ryan Mogge for mayor.
Okay. I like Mario, Hugh
Uh-huh.
Grant.
Yeah.
I like Wario, U.S. president.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna say Daisy.
I also
Or
said Daisy for
Natalie.
Natalie. See, and also I think some of it is I'm being driven a little bit by the
'Cause they're-
movie that keeps calling her chubby,
Uh-huh.
which sucks. And I think that like Daisy's got like a little bit of like a thick thing going on.
Well, also they both
Just
have
a
brown
little
hair.
bit.
And they
they
have
both have
brown
brown hair.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a rounder face, I think.
She does.
Yes.
Daisy also just has that kind of like, because she's not Princess Peach. She has that like
Yeah.
alternative attitude that
Yeah.
Princess Peach can't have, and and she could be foul mouthed like
Oh yeah, like
yeah, that's
Natalie
right.
is in
'cause
the
Natalie
movie.
curses.
Natalie swears a
That's
little
their
bit.
like
That's right.
that's their meet cute. Is She's
Right.
like swearing in front of the Prime Minister.
He also falls instantly in love with her.
Yes,
Yes.
that
He
happens a
does.
lot in this movie.
This movie is people seeing people and being like, "Whoa."
What I like about
Even at their own wedding.
I
Even
know,
at
yes.
their own
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
what I like about the Hugh Grant character though is that he immediately acknowledges to himself that's a problem.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows
He knows
it's
it's
not
a problem. So I love Mario and Daisy for the Prime Minister and Natalie. Can I offer a different pitch for the U.S. president?
Are they also from the Mushroom Kingdom?
No.
Okay, interesting.
It is instead one of the characters from Arm Wrestling, the arcade game that's like a spin-off of Punch-Out. This is a character named Texas Mac. He has a handlebar
Yeah,
mustache
okay.
and a
Okay.
big cowboy hat,
Yeah.
and you arm wrestle him.
That's
and he
great.
goes, hoo-hoo, when you're trying to like
Yeah,
push
that's
his arm
perfect.
over.
I love that.
All right,
That's
okay.
great.
So that's Mario as the president, Daisy as Natalie, as Prime Minister, Daisy as Natalie, and Texas Mac as the U.S. president. Let's get into the sad widower, Liam Neeson and
Oh,
his
boy.
son. So Daniel.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Just this is like out of lore, but
Yeah.
like, was this shot after Liam Neeson's?
No.
No, it was
Wife died.
before.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sad.
Sad man. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. That was just a question. Okay. Sorry, go on.
Okay.
Sad widower and his child.
Sad widower and his child's crush.
Right.
So that's Daniel, Sam, the son, and then Joanna, the singer.
Mm-hmm.
Any pitches for any of these characters? I have a hard time with the Liam Neeson character because he's just like sad sack supportive dad,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like I get why.
Yeah.
But I like had a tough time coming up with Nintendo characters who are just sad all the time.
Mm.
I think we have to look at it, and I don't have a great pitch for this, but I think we have to look at it like he's the assistant. He's the helper of the hero on their
Oh,
journey.
yeah. That's
That is
smart.
very good.
So I don't know because because the little boy is so cute. I want him to be Kirby.
Oh,
that's
so
so
cute.
good.
Kirby.
It should be.
I
That's
would
really
help
good.
Kirby with his first crush.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
There's also, and Mark and I were talking about this before we started recording, that there's that deleted scene of him doing like impossible gymnastics.
Oh yeah, when he's like flipping
Yes.
around.
Yeah.
through the
So
airport.
funny.
Through Heathrow. Also, this was post 9/11. That kid would have been
No,
shot on
that
sight.
kid
that's
would
right,
have
that's
been
right.
brought down.
Down.
Yeah, they would have.
Extreme prejudice.
Yeah, like he would have been tackled instantly, like put into traction.
But Kirby could do
Kirby
that.
could
Kirby
do
could
that.
flip
Could.
around.
Yeah, you could.
Kirby could do
You
that.
see Kirby dance around at the end
Yeah,
of those
yeah.
levels. He would
That's
be
so
good at it.
cute. He's Kirby.
So maybe this is I don't know that I just want to see these two characters together.
Uh-huh.
I want Sheik, like Zelda's kind of like
Yeah.
alternate form in
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time,
Yes.
to be guiding Kirby through his first crush. That's just like
Aw,
that's
that's
just fan
cute.
fiction I want to write.
That's
No, that's
great.
good.
That's
good.
really good. That's good.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. I had Mallow for Liam Neeson because he cries a lot.
You went super
That's
literal with
actually-
these.
That's pretty good too.
'Cause and when Mallow cries because he's a cloud
Uh-huh.
prince, he's from the Nimbus Kingdom. He thinks he's a frog, but he's not.
Oh, okay.
Anytime he cries, the sky opens up and like it rains.
Oh wow, that's very sad.
It's very sad.
I mean, that is very Liam Neeson in this movie as well.
Yeah, that's good. I like Mallow.
Okay, let's go with Mallow for Daniel and Kirby for Sam, which is so cute.
That's so cute.
Sort of can't stand it. And then Joanna.
Okay, she's the singer.
She's a singer.
She sings "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
This is literally all we know about her.
That's
and she's
all
American.
we know. She's American and
cute
she's
fashion sense.
pretty.
Mhm.
She's a cute fashion sense. She's pretty. She's, she seems to like him. I think she's interested in Sam. Maybe.
Maybe.
I think she just likes that he likes her.
I think
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, but what do you expect? She's a child.
Yeah, she's a child.
Yeah.
And they've had seemingly basically no interaction, right?
Right.
Other than
Do you think they're not even rehearsing together? Like what?
I think they're at rehearsal, but she doesn't like when he like goes to the airport. She just seems kind of like, thanks.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
sweet of you. Not like whoa.
I think later on she'll be like, "That was weird that kid came here."
She's telling her friends about it later, and
Yeah, and
they're
they're like,
Yeah.
"That's weird."
they're like, "Wait, who?"
And
she-
right after 9/11.
He did how many flips in a row?
I have a pitch for Joanna.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's Pauline from Donkey Kong and
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Okay, yeah.
She sings "Jump Up Superstar." She
She
has a
does.
fashion sense. I have to assume that New Donk City is in America, so American sings, has good fashion sense. I think Joanna's got to be Pauline.
I don't have a good pitch, but I have Candy Kong.
Yeah, I mean, and we already used Daisy, so.
We did already use Daisy. Let's use Pauline.
Pauline.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm good
great.
with that one. Yep.
Yep, great. Moving on to maybe another sad trio. So Karen, Emma Thompson's
my
character,
God.
Harry, Alan Rickman's character,
Ugh.
and Mia, who is the woman in the office who is just throwing herself.
It
Harry.
is
She's the worst.
wild.
She's
She
truly
is a
the
sex
worst.
pest.
She is a sex pest.
Okay. So sad Karen, very
Sad
sad.
Karen.
Very, very
sad.
sad.
Very sad.
Expertly
But, like,
played by Emma
holding it
Thompson.
inside.
Oh,
And keeping it together.
Yes.
because she's got to keep it together in front of the
Kids
kids.
don't know.
Mhm.
And
No.
when she opens the present, it is
Oh,
not
it's
the-
so-
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Awful.
She's excellent as an actor.
She's
Oh,
so
she's
good
the
in
best.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so. I have Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy.
Ooh,
Sure.
I love
Okay.
that.
Just
I
all around
love
babe.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Here's who I picked.
Okay.
And I don't think it's right because she's too young. But
Okay.
I'm choosing Ayumi from Famicom Detective Club
Mm,
because
Mhm.
she like Emma Thompson figures it out. It's easy to figure out what Alan Rickman is
I mean,
up
it's
to.
extremely easy.
But it's so maybe she doesn't need to be a detective. A character who founds a detective club at her school.
I don't think she does because, like, when you find a necklace and then you don't get it
Right.
from your
kinda
husband
one for
and
one.
he's like all up on this hot young thing at this party, you
Yeah.
can kind of put. And then you see her wearing it, right? Doesn't
Yeah.
she see
Yeah.
her wearing it?
Yep.
Oh, barf, barf, barf! I can't.
So I have a pitch for Harry,
Okay.
And that's-
So we're going with Rosalina.
I like Rosalina.
I like it.
and maybe when we figure out the other ones, we'll change.
Sure, sure.
Change our mind. So for Harry, I picked Ganondorf
Okay.
from the Legend of Zelda
because he's
series.
just a villain.
He's a
Okay.
He's like he's like a villain. I don't know. It felt right to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Any other
trying to think if I have
takes
any
on,
other-
on Harry?
pitches for Harry. I do not have one right now.
So my pitch is Rivali from Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, the arrogant Birdman,
Oh yeah.
who is like a jerk to you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Ganondorf might be. The thing is, like, is Harry evil or is he just like?
I guess
He's a pathetic,
Yes.
cowardly
Yeah.
man.
I guess the way I was thinking about it is like if I was casting someone to play
you
a
think he
Nintendo
could do
character,
it.
I think
Mm.
Ganondorf would be a very effective
He could go there.
Harry.
You
Yeah.
could always direct him there.
Yeah. A very effective Alan Rickman type.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking the exact opposite. That Alan Rickman could play him.
Oh,
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Wow, he could.
No, that'd be so good. Okay, no, those are good. So that's Karen is Rosalina.
Rosalina.
Harry is
Ganondorf.
And then Mia.
Okay.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bayonetta. I was gonna say Bayonetta.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's very good. My other pitch was going to be Birdo.
Okay.
Just because the
because of its mouth.
A because of Birdo's mouth, and B because she's wearing that like it's like it's not Halloween, it's a Christmas
Yeah.
party, but she's wearing a costume and it's little like devil horns, and they sort of have the same shape as the bow that
Okay.
Birdo wears.
You're so literal with all of this. You're like, this
The
person
mouth is
cries a
literal?
lot. I'm gonna say my vote goes with Bayonetta.
Yeah, Bayo's good.
Yeah, I like that as well.
I did have Bayonetta later in this lineup, but
I'm really interested to see.
Yeah, me
Can't
too.
who
but
you
if we have to
choose for
cast
that.
Bayonetta twice, we have to cast Bayonetta twice.
These things happen.
These things happen.
Oh, do you have her? Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
Who you have.
Yeah, it'd be like Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins is like Bayonetta
Yes.
and Bayonetta.
That's Yeah, right.
And featuring Bayonetta.
And then they have to like unscramble the letters.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
every reveal it says Bayonetta. Okay, next is Mark, Peter, and Juliet. That's the Andrew Lincoln, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Keira Knightley characters. The
Yeah.
cards that he's in love with his best friend's wife.
or soon to be wife.
No,
Oh,
they get married at the very beginning.
That is correct.
And then she sees the video of her wedding.
That's
and all
correct.
He did
And
was
she's
videotape
like,
her.
her.
Close up.
And she was like, they're
It's
all
such
of
a
me.
close up.
And she's alone in the house
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, get out of
Get
there.
out.
She even
there.
comments on it when she's watching before she realized what's happening. She's like, "Oh, there's lots of me, and they're all so close up. Like it's so like serial killerish."
It's also the music swells during this moment.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And it almost feels like it's diegetic, right? That
Right,
he
no,
edited
he
that
edited
music
it louder. He pulled
into-
those little sliders up. Yeah, he
It's
made
also edited, right? That he
yeah,
like
no, he did it.
he just like cut it all together.
He cut it together. He was like, what? Okay, here's my question: is this what he was like? This is for you to have,
No,
this
it
is
was
for his own
him,
private collection?
because
That's
he
him,
was
yeah.
he didn't want her
right?
to
He was like,
see
no,
it.
no, no, no.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't know where the video is,
That's
because
right.
she's looking for it. Because
Ew.
Yeah.
So he's just like holding onto the footage and he's like
Yes.
creating his own. This
No, he videotaped at her wedding
Yeah.
Yeah.
for his
personal
for
use.
himself.
yeah,
This is not good. This is not good. Okay.
So
Wario.
I
No. What?
Waluigi.
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 Okay, I think I might have been thinking about the actor's name, but
Okay.
I went Link and Zelda.
Okay.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Keira Knightley is so beautiful.
She
She's
is
so beautiful.
yeah,
She
she's
wears
stunning.
weird clothes.
She's
She
undeniable.
does.
She wears very horrible clothes.
Yeah.
But
She's
so
doing a little
beautiful.
she's doing a little like season 2 White Lotus Portia.
Oh yeah, a
No,
little bit of
I thought you
Portia.
were gonna say season 2 Felicity.
Also true.
it's all correct. So you were thinking Link and Zelda.
I was going that way.
Wait, so Link and Zelda are the married couple?
I was no. I was saying
You're saying that
Oh, like Mark is Link
Mark is
Mark
Link.
is
and
Link.
Zelda.
Yes, 'cause
yeah.
I don't know that Zelda. I think Link is more devoted to Zelda than
Zelda is to Link.
Oh,
This is true.
That was
Interesting.
how I was going. With it.
Interesting. Okay.
I cast these 3 as a trio.
Okay, let's
And
hear
they're
it.
not strictly speaking Nintendo characters so much as they are Final Fantasy VII characters.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got Juliet as Eris, and Peter, her husband, as Cloud. So like they belong together.
Mhm.
And then Andrew Lincoln, he's Sephiroth. He's the one who
Oh,
murders Eris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is just so like I dislike him so much as a character.
Yes, he's such
Yes.
an interloper.
I could not think of anyone that I despised enough to put in. But I have Juliet. I picked Crystal from Star Fox. And then for Peter, I chose Fox McCloud.
Sure.
Yeah, that's great.
Characters that belong together.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then some interloper. Can we make him like Slippy Toad then or something?
Yeah,
That's what I was
Ooh,
thinking. I like that.
Like, yeah, Slippy Toad. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
like the pig guy?
Pigma Dengar?
Uh-huh.
No, let's go with Slippy Toad.
Okay, all right.
Slippy's
fair
better.
enough.
Slippy, because Pigma is a villain, right?
You're right.
Slippy's not a villain, but he's also not good.
And but Slippy would absolutely
Communicate with cards.
communicate with cards and like film somebody just for at their
Yeah.
wedding for his own purposes.
Yeah.
He holds up one card that says "Do a barrel roll."
Uh-huh.
Because it's Christmas and you can't lie at Christmas.
Yeah,
Which-
made up some
what is that?
false rule.
That's true.
Doesn't
People
someone-
lie a lot at
Hey,
Christmas.
Yeah.
maybe it's a UK thing.
Okay,
It might
but
be. We
everyone
don't
else in the
understand.
movie is lying left and
Oh, you're
right, on Christmas in this movie.
Doesn't someone else say that you don't lie at
Yeah,
Christmas, or at
everyone's saying
Christmas
it.
you tell the truth?
Everyone is saying it.
Why?
Because everyone knows it's Christmas, and at Christmas you tell the truth. And I'm like, do you know what movie you're in? Everyone's lying.
All right, those are good picks. Let's move on.
How much time do we have?
We've got 11 minutes.
Okay.
We
We're
can
good.
do it. We can do it.
Okay, so Jamie, Colin Firth's character, struggling novelist who was just dumped, and Aurelia, his maid, his Portuguese maid that he can't speak to because they
Right.
don't speak the
Yes.
same
He
language.
goes to Portugal for her, though.
He does. He goes there. He learns the language a little bit.
Why does the entire village go with him to the restaurant?
Because he's in love.
I think because
Do they like call him out of their house? Like everybody just
Yeah.
starts going.
Because
I
they
think
don't have anything
I
else
think they
going
love
on.
the drama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
I
like,
think that's
oh,
what
he's
they're-
here.
Got it.
Yeah, I
Why,
think-
like why people are going to vote for you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes,
exactly,
yes, yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. This is why
The
Ryan
conflict.
Drama
understands.
is very
Yeah.
important.
Okay, for this, I feel like because he is like on a journey to find her, help her, whatever.
Yeah.
This is like a Lincoln Zelda thing for me.
Ooh, okay.
Because,
okay.
like, well, but they can talk to each other, I guess.
But Link doesn't speak.
It's true. So maybe it's Flippies.
Yeah, she's Link.
She's Link. He's
She's
Zelda.
Link. He's Zelda. That is
It's
interesting.
interesting. I mean, it's interesting. It doesn't super track for like their journey, but I think they could play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as actors.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, they could get there.
Yeah.
See, so I went with characters from the Pikmin series. I went with Captain Olimar as
Okay.
as Jamie, because like you said, that's sort of like seeking, searching. Like this is a little dude who lands on planets that he doesn't understand, tries to figure them out, gather resources, and then another playable character from Pikmin, Brittany. And I was mostly just thinking about how funny their little voices sound when they talk to each other, and that they have a communication thing in the movie. I don't know that it's good.
Might be wholly insulting to Portuguese as a language.
Well, yeah, it might be.
So is the film.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all say. Good point. We're playing by the film's
I
rules.
said I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is really
This one's
I
really
find
tough.
this one really tough. Who like because Jamie's such like a sad sack.
He's also a sad
But
sack.
also
Character.
a buffoon.
Yeah, yeah.
He loses all the paper.
That's
all
right in the
papers
water,
in
and
the
so
water,
she jumps in and gets it, and he's like, "Hello."
which is a
Hello,
reverse
she's
from
so
Colin
wet.
Firth
I
in Pride and Prejudice when
know.
he
He's in
goes
the
for a
water.
swim, and then she's like,
Like,
"Hello."
hello. That being said, I don't have a pitch.
I was
What-
hoping that during that a
we
pitch
would
come
come
to me.
to a pitch.
Well, what about Wario? Because
What
Wario
about him?
Wario's a
What-
little bit of a
what?
clown.
No, what are you? He's evil and repulsive.
I don't know if he's evil. He's selfish.
Okay, but this guy's not selfish.
This guy's not selfish. It's
That's
true.
destructive. I don't think.
Oh yeah, no, wait. Wario is selfish. Should Wario be Mark?
Wario should be Mark. Wario should be Mark. He's very selfish.
Yeah. Okay. Go.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it.
Go. I'm
Do it.
doing it.
Make
I'm
the change.
making the change.
Yeah. Go change
Go.
it.
Do it now.
See you in hell, Slippy Toad. Is Slippy Toad Jamie? Are we just flipping these around? Is
Yeah,
Slippy Toad?
because he's annoying,
Uh-huh. Pathetic.
pathetic.
Would his brother sleep with his wife?
Absolutely.
Okay, then
That, of course, that would happen to Slippy Toad. Come
Of course
on,
that would
it's
happen to Slippy Toad.
Toad.
Do you know Slippy
Okay.
Toad has an uncle named Grippy?
Slippy and Grippy. Wait, that's so sad. Then he's so slippy he can't even hold on to anything.
No.
Yeah,
That's-
he can't.
Man,
Those papers just slipping out
Oh,
of his
slip-
little.
Slipping out of
Yeah.
his hand.
Slippy Toad. Okay, yeah, this works.
Okay. And then, I don't know, Toadette for Aurelia.
I mean, it's not bad.
I do
not
like
bad.
Aurelia, like as
Yeah.
as a
I do
character.
like her.
I like her. And I
Girl
like
Dry
Toadette.
Bones.
Yes.
Dry bones.
Dry bones.
Yeah.
Sure.
So just one of those characters. I don't know, Yoshi.
Yeah. No, dry bones. Oh wait, Yoshi can't
Because
like.
Yoshi.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And that's a fine comparison to the Portuguese language. You're not going to get roasted for that? Okay, all right. Yoshi it is. I think that's
The
fine.
Yoshis can talk to each other.
Just like the Portuguese.
Just like Portuguese people can talk to each
okay,
other.
that makes sense. That makes sense. I buy the logic now. Okay, now we're moving on to Sarah, Laura Linney's character,
Ugh.
and Carl, her impossibly hot crush.
What
This-
ends up happening with them?
She's
They go back to her place.
Right, they sleep
They're
together.
fooling around.
Oh, right, she gets
Her
interrupted.
phone goes do 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 do.
Oh, yes, I remember. And then
she has to answer it. 'cause
That's
it's her
right.
Brother. And then she leaves him, and then he's like, "Oh, you have other commitments. I'm never speaking."
yeah,
to you
he's
again."
like, wow.
Can we just pass on these?
so here's where I deployed
Oh,
Bayonetta.
okay. Oh.
You
As-
Bayonetta her?
As Carl.
Oh,
Okay.
just the super hot connection.
Just the super hot connection, okay?
Okay.
And then Laura Linney's character, I choose the Tetra version of Zelda. So like when Zelda's like a pirate.
Okay.
But we can
Mm.
also skip it. I'm happy to skip
I
it.
almost feel like Laura Linney's character should be Link, or could be Link, because it's just like driven by other people's needs, right?
Right.
Link does not. Link
Ooh.
is
That's
like.
interesting. Okay, here's one.
Yeah.
And I know I always pitch this character, but I have affection.
Okay.
She's pretty boring.
Okay.
She's all about other people's needs.
Okay.
Is she or is she not a Wii Fit trainer?
Oh. Yeah, she's
Oh.
Wii Fit trainer.
Yeah, that's very good.
She's Wii Fit trainer, and then Bayonetta is Carl.
Can you blame Wii Fit trainer?
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do?
You got to go after
I
it.
gotta go
You
after
gotta shoot your shot.
Bayonetta.
She's so tall.
Two
I know.
Bayonettas in one movie?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's
crazy.
okay.
It's fine.
It's a hot movie. Now we're moving on to probably the best couple
Yeah, the cutest.
in the movie, John and Judy.
Can I pitch someone for them?
The stand-ins. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, so they're stand-ins for. Wait, are they stand-ins for, like basically a sex scene in a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Or is it
yeah,
for
I assume
porn?
so.
I don't think
They don't do that.
Do you
for
do
porn.
stand-ins for
Well, I don't. I was like,
No,
I was like, what
it's
is
a-
this?
It's for a sexy scene in the movie that he talks about. He's done it for Brad Pitt before.
Oh, right,
like,
right.
Oh, yeah.
Ice climbers.
Really
Isn't that cute?
That's so
That's
cute.
really cute.
That's so cute. I just had two boos because
Oh.
Yeah.
they're shy.
Oh,
They're
I
Oh,
guess.
they
I
cover
don't know.
their
Boo's
faces.
a freak to me.
Boo's a freak.
Boo
to
is a
you?
freak. He's always sticking that tongue out.
That's true.
That's salacious to me.
Well, but or is that just performative, like a stand-in?
Like a stand-in.
Oh, right.
Could be two Boos.
I
Maybe
don't know.
just King
Ice
Boo is
Climber
the
really
freak.
cute.
Ice
Yeah.
climbers is really cute, and we dare not separate them to be like one ice climber and one boo.
Not
I-
in a romance.
Not in
No,
a
no, no.
romance. And also, like,
What are their names? Po 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 and Na Na Na. Is that right?
Or Popo and Nana or something like
I
that.
just don't understand why you would ever be like a rom com between one ice climber and a boo. Everyone's like, what?
Why didn't
He
they just?
floated the idea, Kelly.
I just wanted to. I just thought we could split the difference,
You're a
cut the
complete
baby in half.
Freak. Cut a baby in half.
We've got 3.5 minutes. I think we can finish
We
this.
can do it. We can do it.
Oh
we can
my
do it,
god,
we
I
can do
can't
it.
believe it.
Okay, so Mark, did you get their names?
Popo and Nana.
Okay, Popo and
Okay,
Nana.
Popo and Nana.
All right, so next we're moving on to Colin,
Oh.
God of Sex,
Yep.
who goes to America,
Mhm.
and Colin's hot American girlfriends.
I don't have anybody for the girlfriends, but I picked Iggy Koopa for Colin.
Oh my God,
Iggy's the
'cause
one
he's
that
got
has
the
crazy
hair.
Yes,
eyes.
Yeah.
that one, he's
Yeah.
also a freak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes.
I had Funky Kong
Oh, also
Oh,
good.
also great.
Also,
Also
very
really good.
because he's a freak. But my pride and joy here for the American girls, the cast of Hades,
Oh, that's great.
because everyone
that's
in Hades
great.
is the hottest.
Yeah. That's great.
But Iggy might be the way to go for Colin. Did you guys have anyone for Colin?
No.
He's gross.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's
super
gross.
I like, honestly, Iggy is really good. I think his eyes are like he just seems like a weird little freak, and I
Yeah.
think that would really work for Colin.
It really bugs me how Colin, like, his whole thing is like whatever, but like in the beginning when he's at the office like dropping stuff off, and the way he talks to his coworker and is just like, "Hello, my future wife."
Yeah, ew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
gross.
He takes
reprehensible.
a bite of catered food, puts it in his mouth, decides he doesn't like it, and spits it back onto the tray.
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
repulsive.
So it's not just like
It's
it's not
everything
just that
about
he's
him.
sex bad. He's also just normal.
Which I'm now
Rules
just
bad.
understanding is the joke, because he's like disgusting in the UK, but
Right,
then he
right.
comes to
Hot.
the US and everybody.
Which
Yeah.
may be why I hate this storyline so much, because it's kind of true.
It is true.
Right.
You can be like, you can look like Slippy Toad.
Yeah, you
Right.
can be Slippy Toe, but if you have a British
British
accent,
accent,
Then you
people will be
clean
falling
up
all
in
over.
Milwaukee.
clean up.
Yeah, yeah.
In Los Angeles.
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah, no,
Everywhere.
that's true.
There are a lot of
That's
people
true.
like that are like, "Oh my god, have you met this guy? He's so hot." And I'm like,
And then he
"Who?" And then he talks, and I'm like,
okay, I get it.
I'm like, "Oh, hello." No, I'm like, "Oh, I see why you have been duped."
Bamboozled.
Yeah,
You
at
can
this time.
intellectualize
Oh
it.
man.
Yeah, I
Slippy with a
intellectual-
British accent. I'm imagining that now.
Ooh.
I don't like it.
Cleans up at the
Cleans
bars in
up at the
LA.
bars.
None of the girls slip away from him then.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Then he gets to rename himself Grippy Toad.
Then he's grippy.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay, so
We've got 58 seconds.
okay, Rufus.
Rufus.
Rowan Atkinson.
Yes.
Mr. Bean. He's so funny in this.
Kind of a perfect
It's
performance.
so good.
I almost don't want to cast him as someone else
Right.
because Rowan
It's
Atkinson's so good.
Is it a
Do
me
we
of Rowan
just
Atkinson?
need a Rufus Nintendo game?
We
Oh my
might.
god, where you have to distract a guy who's
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to cheat on his wife.
That's right. Prevent him from keep him
Yeah.
at the counter long enough so his wife walks up
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
and
yeah.
sees what's going on.
Yeah.
I have a pitch.
Okay.
But I'm not opposed to just leaving it Rowan Atkinson and deeming him a Nintendo character. It's Tingle from the Legend of Zelda games. Oh, which is also
I also picked Tingle.
Really?
Yes.
What does Tingle look like?
he doesn't look like Rowan Atkinson, but he's like a little like fairy man who
But
has like
who's actually just a normal man. He's like a 38-year-old man
okay.
who dresses
Yeah.
up like a fairy.
He has the vibe though.
He has the vibe.
I'd take it.
I think. Well,
Oh,
you guys,
oh
you guys
no!
gotta go.
Oh my gosh!
we
Thank
have
you
to
so
hit
much
the
for coming.
campaign trail.
Thank you so much, you guys. This was so fun.
This
Yeah.
was so fun. Thanks for having us.
And looking forward to success with your campaign.
Thank you. Vote for Ryan. Puppies.
What does that mean, Ryan?
Well, I hope they're going to be okay out there. It's amazing that they made it all the way up here and are campaigning in this weather.
Yeah, it is difficult to describe the amount of wind and snow that is happening simultaneously right now.
I mean, it's vertical. It's vertical snow. We're in a snow barrel blast situation right now.
Yeah.
But you got to knock on doors and
Hey, get out the vote.
Takes action. But I think so. As remarkable as it is that they made it up here, I don't think anyone else is gonna.
I just have a hard time believing that anybody else is going to be able to make it.
Right? So here's what I think. Here's what I think we should do. I'm not gonna play any more Donkey Kong 64. I think we should call it a night, put on our PJs, get as cozy as possible, and really hunker down in the blizzard.
I think this. I really like this idea because the sooner you go to sleep, the sooner Santa Claus can come.
I mean, that's a great call. And I mean, look, all of our friends are having a tough time getting here. Santa rides a sleigh,
Yep.
right? He's going to be no problem.
All right.
Get right to us.
All right. Let me get my pajamas out. It's one. I'm just gonna. Your back is turned to me, Patrick, while you're digging through your bag. So let
That's
me
right.
describe my pajamas. It's one of those old timey nightgowns with what I call like a honk shoe cap.
Yeah, it's like
It
a
has
really
the big-
long cap with
Uh-huh.
I can describe it because of course we have matching
Oh,
pajamas.
yes, we do.
It's a long cap that folds after 3 inches, and then there's another 1.5 feet,
Uh-huh.
and then a little puffball at the end of it.
Exactly. Yep.
And it's all in a modest light blue, a
Uh-huh.
powder blue.
Yep.
And slippers that we're all wearing. Look, I'm cozy. Are you cozy?
I'm feeling so cozy.
So I'm gonna be here I'm sleeping on the couch.
And I'm also sleeping on the opposite couch.
Right.
So Patrick and I can face each other and
Right.
still use that one long blanket between the two of us.
And we could just giggle and tell stories all night
Uh-huh.
until Santa gets
Oh,
here.
I have the best idea.
Yeah.
Patrick, what if we played a special Nintendo Christmas round of Truth or Dare?
I have Never played Truth or Dare at Christmas, but I love this idea.
Okay. All right. Truth or dare?
Ooh, dare.
Okay. You have to kiss
No,
all.
I dare you too.
Oh, I dare you to kiss
Uh-huh.
all 12 copies of Donkey Kong 64.
Ugh, truth.
No, it's too late. You
All
already
right,
chose
all right,
dare.
Okay. All right. I think I did a couple of them more than once.
I think you might have, but that's okay.
All right. You're going to pay for that, Mitchell. Truth or dare?
Truth. I'll do truth.
Okay, all right. Do you, Mark Mitchell, have a crush on anyone?
Oh my gosh.
You asked for this.
Well, Patrick, there is someone. You know Morton and Larry and Ludwig and Windy, Junior and Kamek and Lemmy and Iggy. But do you recall the most gorgeous Koopa of all? Roy is the perfect Koopa, cute in every single way. All of the other Koopas can't compare on their best days. Roy is the perfect Koopa, face is framed with groovy shades. And if you ever kissed him, it would probably make your day. Standing at the altar with my forever Koopa love. Tears well up in Bowser's eyes. Finally, I'm a Koopa bride. Then all the Koopas loved us, and they shouted out with glee. All hail the Koopa couple, Roy forever, you and me.
Honestly, I love that for you. I love it. Mark, this has been, even though this hasn't been exactly what we hoped it would be, I'm just glad to, spend the holidays with you.
Yeah, there is nobody I would rather be snowed in a large, cozy cabin with one big, giant blanket that we're sharing between two couches across from each other.
Even now, as the blanket, honestly, is like, I feel like it's grown. This is crazy, but it feels like it's grown.
I agree, but also, all this is just to say there's nobody else I would rather spend the holidays with.
Yeah, right back at you, buddy. Well, so I think we should probably call it a night.
Yeah,
right.
I'm just gonna blow out this candle that we have on the table in one of those like old timey candle holders.
You're not gonna blow it out. We're gonna use.
I'm gonna snuff it out. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, and then the sooner we get to sleep, the sooner that Santa Claus comes, and the sooner we can be rescued from all of this.
Yeah, that's right.
Santa's gonna rescue us from this blizzard. I like that.
I like that too.
All right. Good night, Mark.
Good night.
Mark. Mark, you're Mark.
Oh.
Wait, you've been asleep for like 3 seconds and you're snoring already.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't mean to like police your sleeping or anything.
I mean, it sounds a little bit like that's exactly what's happening.
I would like to get some sleep too.
Oh wait. What's that? Do you hear that?
That's not you snoring. That's something else. This is crazy. There's no way Santa's here already.
No, it can't be.
Let's go to the window, throw open the sash. Wait, that's not Santa Claus.
No, it's
Oh my gosh, it's Jeremy Schmidt and Connor McCabe.
you guys made it.
Oh, so good to see you.
Jolly good, jolly good.
Man,
Hello.
Jeremy, I might call these guys Edward because they're snowed in.
Yes. I hope you don't
all
mind.
right. Settle down, fellas.
Sorry.
Yeah, by the way, this place was really hard to find. I mean, I got out there. I was pretty much doing a Jack Torrance out there for a while. I was sitting down. I was completely lost my way.
I don't get the reference.
Oh, in The Shining, Jack Torrance.
Oh, Jack Torrance.
Dies.
Okay, yes.
A horrible snowy death.
Sure, famously not trying to find a cabin, though.
Right.
Right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So but then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna keep looking.
And
you know-
what was Connor doing while you were sitting down?
Well, that's the thing is we found you separately, and
Oh,
I was sort of
yeah.
doing what's the little boy's name in that movie?
Oh,
Johnny?
Oh, the
No,
little
no, no,
boy.
no.
Mikey?
Danny?
Danny.
Danny. I was sort of doing a Danny Torrance, walking around just
Mhm.
saying red rum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
But,
I hope
uh,
you don't mind. We brought the nog. You guys still ready to drink?
Oh, well, I
yeah.
mean, we brushed our teeth not that long ago, but
Right. I mean, as you can see, we are already in our pajamas. We were ready to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so glad. Yeah, I mean, I'll drink nog.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll always have some
Eggnog
nog.
is white, so that just makes your teeth whiter when you drink it.
Oh,
But it is
Mhm.
so sugary and so boozy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how teeth work,
And
so is that
I was gonna
bad?
say I don't see a problem with that, but man, it's just good to see you
good to see
two.
you.
Yeah,
guys.
it's great to see you guys too. It's because of the weather, it's been tough to get people up here. But now that you're here, did you bring a Christmas game for us to play together?
Did we?
We absolutely did. Yes. How would you guys like to recast the movie The Grinch
By Jim Carrey.
But okay,
by Jim Carrey?
uh-huh,
He made it
right.
with Nintendo characters.
Okay,
Is that wild?
That's
I mean, in the spirit of the season,
yeah.
we would love to do that.
We would love to do
Oh,
that.
I
We would-
told you they'd love it.
Dude, you were right, as usual.
I mean, it is one of our favorite things to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And on Christmas, that's the time when you do too many of your favorite thing to do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've done a few of these already.
Oh.
But we've not
Oh.
done Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Okay.
Oh.
So this will be
Okay.
special.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
What makes you choose Jim Carrey's The Grinch?
Well, we could have just done the regular old thing, the animated film, but we figured why not just give one up for the big guy himself, Jim Carrey. And that's how we all refer to Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah, he's
big
the
guy.
Man
big guy
upstairs.
himself. That's
Yeah.
right.
Man upstairs.
Eggman himself.
Eggman
Yes.
himself.
Eggnog man himself.
I think the
Yes.
original Grinch, which is by the way goated, is there's nobody in that. It's really just the narrator and then there's characters, but I like this.
It's also like 20 minutes long.
It's 20 minutes long. I
Yeah.
like this Grinch because we got big name actors in this. We got Jim Carrey, Jeffrey Tambor, Christina Baranski.
We got sets you can see when you go on the tour at Universal Studios.
Have you been?
And they will never not drive you past the Whoville set because it
That's
is never being used for anything else,
Mhm.
and it never could be used for anything else.
That's wow.
It's
Challenge
really s-
accepted. I'll write a new script that includes the
Right.
Whoville set.
Because currently it's a real sunk cost fallacy.
That's right. That's right. Well, and because the last time they made a Grinch movie, they CGI'd that bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, who
They
played
said-
Grinch in that, by the way?
Cumberbatch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Huh.
The Brits continually coming to steal our.
Well, Canadians' jobs.
Oh yeah.
Jim Carrey's
Darn it!
Canadian.
Oh.
Wasn't even ours in the first place.
We're
Build
two-
back better.
We're 2 whole steps away from getting acting jobs.
Cumberbatch. Wow, I can't
Yeah.
imagine. I can't picture it, but it's not my job to.
That's right. It is our job instead to use Nintendo characters
Yes.
to fill out this cast. So
We almost went with Xbox characters.
right,
Mhm.
but
But
then you
then-
realized that didn't make sense with our
Yeah.
podcast.
It's just, I guess, they're all Master Chief.
Yeah, and I guess you can play the Duke.
Like the controller.
Yeah, the Duke was Max's dog, and I don't think it's going to work.
I'm still gonna try to cast the Duke as somebody in this.
I'm casting the Kinect as everyone.
Yeah.
Connectimals. Max could be a connectable. Connectable. Connectable.
Connect them all.
Connectimal.
Connectomorph.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what all Connor, do you have a list of the characters that we're going to be casting here?
I do, and feel free to correct me if for some reason you think this list might be off, but I think I've got it
All
down.
right, you got it
We-
nailed down to just the essential characters.
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to cast today the Grinch, Max, his dog, Cindy Lou Who, the heartbeat of the story.
Where Are You Christmas?
Where Are You Christmas? And I think we might find out at the end of this episode. We have Lou Who, Cindy's dad. We have her mom, Molly Shannon, as I have it written down.
Betty Lou Who.
Betty Lou Who. We have the mayor, who has a subname,
Augustus Mayhew,
Augustus Mayhew. We
played
have
by Jeffrey Tambor.
played by Jeffrey Tambor. We have Hubris, his right hand man, played by,
Clint Howard.
and then we have, of course, the stunning Martha May Whovier.
Played by Christine Baranski.
Played by Christine Baranski. That's
Yeah.
what is that the complete list? Because I think that's what it is.
We also have Little Grinch.
Little
on-
Grinch. I
oh,
think.
yay, we're getting to do Little Grinch. Good. Yes.
Because the
and-
movie does spend a long time in the Grinch's backstory.
Yes, absolutely.
And so we got to cast. But we'll do like the school age Grinch kid, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't have
Yeah.
to cast
We
Baby
don't have
Grinch,
Baby
and
Grinch.
then unless we wanted to.
Nah.
Yeah. Good call.
Well, all right. Let's not start with the Grinch. I feel like the Grinch has to be the showstopper, right?
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
that'll be save if you have great ideas for who should play the Grinch.
Okay.
Are we working up to Lil Grinch, then Grinch?
Yeah, Little Grinch will be penultimate.
Penultimate.
Big
okay.
Grinch, who from here on out will just be known as Grinch.
Mhm.
That'll be the finale.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. So let's start with that Who family.
Yes. With possibly Louie Lou Who.
I think that's right.
Louie Lou Who.
It's probably the joke. There's probably the song, right?
Keep going.
Louie Louie, right? Is that the song?
I thought
Louie
it,
Lou Who. Louie Lou.
I thought
Louie
the joke
Lou
was
Who.
just that it'd
Yeah.
be funny if his name was Lou Who. Sort of like
That
John,
might be it,
like
too.
John Johnson.
No, that might be it too. Forget what I just said.
I've always said he's the John Johnson of the Who population. So are we just throwing out nominees?
Yeah, let's throw out some suggestions here.
You know what? I had a few here. One obvious.
Connor, you came so prepared.
I did. I watched it today and took notes, and that's what I told myself was a productive
Oh,
day.
sorry. Before you get into, should we talk about like the character at all before we start
Yes.
nominating?
Oh, sure.
He's
Sure,
a mailman.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And he's a good dad by all accounts.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Unclear, we don't see everything, but
Yeah, we don't know his.
right.
We don't know his
right.
politics.
we don't know
Sure,
his politics.
sure.
Likely a Republican or at least centrist. And he's married to Molly Shannon,
Yes.
Yep.
which is cool.
Major points for him.
Major cool points.
He's pro Christmas.
Broken
Yes.
Hearts, yeah.
And not nearly as anti-Grinch as you would think.
Right.
Like there's a lot of
Mhm.
anti-Grinch
Sentiment.
A lot.
throughout the town.
You might call
throughout the
him one of
Who's.
the good ones. In fact.
Ooh boy.
Yeah. He's one of the
And he also, I noticed at the end, I do appreciate at the end of the film, he does a lot of standing up for Cindy. And when he says she's been trying to tell us this whole time, he sort of takes a step back and says, "This is what she's been trying to tell me." So he owns up to it a little bit, which I
Mhm.
appreciate.
There's a
And-
little mea culpa there.
There is.
earlier you did mention, I thought maybe this was played by William H. Macy.
I did,
And,
yeah.
So that's kind of what we're working with in terms of the look of
Mhm.
the characters.
But I mean, to be
And-
fair, they all have William H. Macy's face shape. Like
Right.
that's
And
a
I
feature
will be
of
saying
adult
this every
Who's.
time, too. I'll be
Oh,
like,
okay, very
Cindy Lou
good.
Who, kind of a William H. Macy type.
Well, but see, not the kids. The kids don't have that
Yeah,
prosthetic on the front of
they
their face.
specifically grow into their noses, which
Okay.
is said in the film.
Oh, yeah.
Because the mayor gets mad at her and says, "You haven't even grown into your nose yet."
Yeah.
Any more character dissection? That we
No,
wanna
I think
do?
that's perfect. I think that's great.
I personally have two nominees.
Okay.
The first of which is an easy. It's just a profession 1-to-1, and that's the mailman from the Nintendo 64 Zelda games.
The Running Man.
The Running Man.
Yes.
Who I think is only a mailman in Majora's Mask. Now that I think about it.
No, he's a mailman in Ocarina.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. There's also cool variations of this character that you see in the Wind Waker or the DS game.
I was
yes.
gonna suggest because the Wind Waker one is
bird.
a bird person.
Yeah, Birdman.
Their race has a name, right?
Oh.
It does.
Yeah.
The bird.
Bird people.
Yeah. The sky.
Wind Waker stands are hating us right now.
Mhm,
Well, it's
mhm.
all this
Rito.
eggnog.
They're Rito.
Rito,
They're
thank
Rito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got there. They're Rito.
That's a good. I like that. I like that as a suggestion. Although, I'm stressed out. Whatever we're gonna pick for the mom isn't gonna pair well with this bird mailman.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wasn't thinking about pears so much.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't think this movie actually has too many strong pairs necessarily.
Mhm.
I think we maybe need to pay attention to it with Grinch and Max.
Yes.
But otherwise, I don't. Otherwise, I'm not worried about it, frankly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have another thought that might appeal to Patrick here.
Mm.
Being that Link to the Past is one of your favorite games, and I have written down Link's uncle from A Link to the Past.
Oh. Because he's an older man. He's
Mhm.
a father figure,
Yeah.
a sweetie,
Mm-hmm.
who dies. Lulu, who no, actually he recovers at the end of the
Yes.
game.
This is true.
I like Link's uncle, frankly.
Yeah, I like Link's uncle too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw out one more name.
Oh yeah.
Luigi.
That's great because of the way his name starts. At the very least.
Luigi.
Can I tell you something
Lou.
crazy right now? And I'm
Mhm.
sure this is already gonna screw up. This is gonna be an interruption of the format. I have Luigi down as a possible nominee for Betty Lou Who.
Okay.
The mom.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Personality wise, I think is really solid.
Solid for Luigi.
I love this. I love this. So let's put Link's uncle at
Yes.
at Louis Lou Who,
Uh-huh.
so we can move on to Betty Lou Who in this moment and
Okay.
continue the discussion.
Okay.
So it's not breaking the format.
Okay, gotcha.
You're
Great.
you're perfectly
Wow.
in format.
Yeah. See, and this is what I was worried about though, because I think Link's uncle and Luigi. I'm turning this movie off
Wait, why?
because first of all, one's a 16-bit sprite. One imagines the full 3D rendered guy. They
Well,
don't
you could
work, they
just
don't
use a
fit.
16-bit sprite of Luigi.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
We are being
Thank you,
specific about what art style is being used, right?
I don't know if we can
Are we going
keep
16-bit
carry
across the
this
board?
forward. That means Cindy Lou Who also has to be a 16-bit sprite.
Okay, great.
Great.
Okay.
Sell me on the personality of Betty Lou Who lining up with Luigi.
She's an absolute sweetheart. She's also is very insecure in this movie, specifically with the relationship with Martha May Whovier, who has got this wonderful, gorgeous like house of lights. She always wins the Christmas lights or decoration
She's
contest.
like shooting
every
him out
year.
of like a cannon, right?
She
Yeah.
is shooting him out of a cannon. yeah.
She really loads that sucker up at one point. So I thought there was like a few personality traits that I thought lent to her. But ultimately a sweetie in there for people.
Yeah, I like Luigi quite a bit
Alright.
for that choice. Like for the
Alright.
reasons you said. I think that Luigi lacks confidence,
Mhm.
but when called to deliver, you can always count on Luigi.
Yeah. I buy that rationale. Jeremy, you're still making a face about it, and you came out strong in favor of not this.
Yeah, but I mean, you did a good job. I mean, there's reasons there. I can see that. We're not just doing random.
right. It makes sense. That's there was
Kind
this.
of makes sense. Yes.
There was a second. Kind of. It makes enough sense.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I was like, because like who has a dog, right? Like Luigi has a dog.
Mhm.
So like
yeah.
Luigi, Grinch, Polterpup,
Yeah.
Max was like in the back of my head, but I think Luigi Grinch doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
No.
But no, it doesn't.
It doesn't
I
make
agree
any
with that
sense,
though.
so.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of threw out all relationships and was like, all these characters are in a vacuum to me now.
Mm.
So that's sort of where maybe that'll help me make a little more sense through this. Did you have another thought for Betty? Or anyone?
I mean, the only thing I'll add is that Jeremy seemed repulsed by it, but I would watch Luigi and Link's uncle kiss.
Yeah, I would too.
No, I would watch them kiss. Wait a second. No.
You'd
I-
watch them do a whole
I think
lot.
I think we already moved on from Link's uncle, but that's where I'm actually bouncing.
Yeah.
Oh,
is from the
okay.
Link, because there's
Link's
no personality trait at all attached to Link's uncle.
Yeah, that is
To
true.
be fair,
That
That's
is
fair.
true.
can we
Very
say that? Can we say there's no personality?
Yeah,
we
I think
can
that's fair.
say it, but there's also not really personality to the running man, mailman, other than like he's always in a hurry.
But maybe that's actually because first of all,
Yeah.
I would watch the Running Man, Mailman, and Luigi kiss as well.
Yes.
And so that's not a blocker for me
Let's
here.
be clear. We'd all watch Luigi kiss
Right.
anyone.
Right.
You're right. So maybe that's
would
not a.
watch Luigi kiss
We should just like
Right.
throw that out. That's just table stakes.
Right.
But
That's why we all responded positively to the Mario movie trailer
Exactly.
when Bowser's got him like by the
it's
chin. Yeah.
very true.
We're into it.
So we do know that the Running Mailman is in a hurry, and we talked earlier. It's not a perfect match, but we talked earlier about like Louis Lou Who having to, having to learn a little bit about himself, and so I can project onto the Running Mailman that he's like eventually has to learn to just kind of like slow down and enjoy life for what it is.
So do we want to take back Link's uncle?
No, we can go. We can move on.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be as
Let the record
easy
state,
from
right.
now on.
Okay,
right.
got
Okay.
it.
This is a
We're not
warning.
getting off. We're not just saying, oh, it can be a random splat person. I don't know. Just keep move on.
All right, Cindy Lou Who.
Okay, now that we know the parents.
Yes.
What child
And someone got to be someone who can carry a tune. I was gonna say someone who can sing, but like Cindy Lou Who is really stumbling her way through Where Are You Christmas.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
What are you
want to
thinking
see if
here?
you already have it on here. You do, yeah. Well, I was gonna guess.
Go for it.
I think Lucas is a nice Cindy
Oh,
Lou.
interesting.
You too, who?
Me too. Who? Yeah. I do think Lucas is a nice little guy, but I also think who sings? Does Skull Kid sing? Does he dance? I feel like Skull Kid's dancing around singing stuff.
Yeah, well, and like, yeah, then they respond to your like ocarina.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's not. Maybe that's less right. But Lucas at least has
Here's the thing: you
look.
definitely need someone who's like intrepid, right? She goes. We learn a lot about the Grinch's backstory because she is interviewing people in the town.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to get the info about where the Grinch comes from.
That's
so,
less of a Lucas thing. That's more of a Ness thing. Actually.
Yeah.
But I don't think Ness is right.
You know, like I'll throw out
Yeah.
two that I think both fit this, and that's Dixie Kong and Isabel.
oh, Isabel from Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I sort of like Isabel
Oh,
from
I like
Animal
Isabel.
I
Crossing.
like Isabel. Isabel's has been known to sing every now. Isabel's got that attitude too that I like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that she's got that like 30-something-year-old like secretary who's like fun at the Christmas party.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Definitely.
she's going to be up on the karaoke machine before
Mhm.
anybody else.
Right.
Mhm.
She's not going to be great at it, but she's going to be confident and having fun.
Yes.
Right.
So my pitch for Cindy Lou Who,
yes.
just throwing it out here, is
This is a good pick.
Penny Krygor from the WarioWare series.
Oh, I love this.
You didn't need to turn that laptop around, pal. Yeah. I got Penny Krygor.
Yeah, on your brain
always
all the
on
time.
mind. Yeah.
So I don't know that she sings, but in the most recent game, she has a song
Yeah.
associated with her, and she's like
She's an inventor.
she's an inventor, so
Yeah.
she has gumption. I don't know if you'd call it intrepid.
Yeah, I mean I do like one like she like carries on what her father's work, or is Professor Krygor, is he her father or grandfather or something?
Related somehow.
Related somehow.
Hmm.
But like Cindy Lou Who takes her dad's like tape recorder thing,
Yes.
Babel recorder, whatever they call it,
Mhm.
on her like mission to get information about the Grinch. So there must be something in his past, in Louis Lou Who's past, where he was doing this sort of work before.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So I think
I
think
love
Penny
that.
Krygor is the way to go here.
The other
Mark.
one I was going to throw out there is Ayumi from Famicom Detective Club.
Ooh, this is a great
Oh,
pull
I don't
as well.
know this character.
So she's like the you're like this nameless
Amnesiac detective.
uh-huh. And then but in the girl who stands behind
Mhm.
she is like she's part of it, and you're like, oh, you don't need to worry about it, like I've got this handled. But then she like, I mean, spoiler alert, like drugs you and then goes out on her own and tries to
Whoa.
like solve the case.
Well, she's actually the founding member, one of the two founding members of the detective club at this high school.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And you're like a sort of grown man, like that's been hired with your detective mentor.
But you're like young. You're,
You're
like
young.
18.
Yeah. So it's like only a little creepy.
It's like Fire Emblem creepy.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
Just a
Exactly.
little tool.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
So those are my pitches.
Wow.
I
Oh.
like the Penny Krygor.
I love that.
Penny Krygor.
Okay, great.
Nice.
So let's do the Martha May and the mayor and Hubris. Let's tackle all three
Okay,
of these.
Great.
So again, the human real life world actors that are playing these characters are Christine Baranski, Jeffrey Tambor, and Clint Howard.
Yes.
So I kind of want to start with the mayor,
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
with the Jeffrey Tambor mayor, because it's got to be someone who's like corrupt, someone that we can't trust. Who is always going to be like working their own angles,
Mhm.
is going to lie about what's in the Who Constitution or whatever that document is called. It's maybe even their Bible. He lies about what's in it. And
Yeah.
Cindy's like, "You're a liar." And he's
Mhm.
like, "You're a child."
Yes.
Wow. So this is maybe a villainous type. My knee jerk was going to say Rusty. I thought Rusty might be a
Oh,
good mayor.
Man.
The mayor's not nearly pathetic enough to be Rusty.
Right.
Rusty
Right,
could be.
But you see how I
hubris.
got there, right?
I
It's
do,
Like they're
I
a
do.
little pathetic.
Oh yes.
And loath
Yeah.
as I am to shoot down a Rusty
Don't
suggestion.
worry,
No,
he's
but-
still in the chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always is.
I have a thought.
Okay.
Tom Nook.
Oh, great.
Tom Nook was one that I had thought of as well. Tom's up there.
He's in a position of authority.
Yes.
He holds it over everyone. Everyone is just kind of like chill with the fact that he's the leader and maybe doesn't have their best interests at heart.
He's alone, like the mayor. The mayor doesn't have someone as much as he might claim
He's
to.
really
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of friends.
I love that. Here's my thought was DDD.
Oh, DDD's good.
Okay.
too.
Could be good as
king.
well. A king.
King and mayor, similar positions.
Also, sort of like mostly bad, but you feel good. But you feel bad for him, so he's kind of good, and he becomes good in some games, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Kind of like the mayor. Like they do make up at the end, even though the Grinch laughs in his face, sort of thing.
Oh, sure.
But
I mean, the Grinch is going to steal his girl, right?
yes. Mm-hmm.
What about we're hanging around. I'm hanging around Zelda way too much. But like, what's the guy from Skyward Sword that's like the bully guy?
Oh,
Bruce.
Oh,
Bruce.
Bruce.
yeah.
That's a good one. That's good.
And that's like endgame Bruce when
Yeah.
he like has some responsibility.
Mhm.
Although Bruce with responsibility, he does like a full 180.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
more mayor like when he doesn't have responsibility.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
more
yeah.
like posturing like a guy who
Definitely.
has power.
So I think it's important that the person in power is using their power for like not evil ends, but certainly like there's something crooked going on.
Yeah, it's definitely self-serving, for sure.
Mark, what are you
I
thinking
liked
here?
all of these.
Well, okay. I've kind of been holding on to this one for another character, but what about Wario?
Yeah,
Oh.
Wario's very. I think that's an easy one to throw in there. A Wario or a
Yeah.
Bowser would
Mhm.
actually work. Good.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like Wario's like evil, but it's like a goofy type
He's
of
just, like,
evil, and
selfish.
he's like selfish. Yeah.
People don't take him seriously. I think that's part of it. Is like they don't take this mayor very seriously.
But
know?
they do follow him in much the same way that like WarioWare Incorporated follows Wario,
Yeah.
and he has all those friends who make games with him.
Yeah, friends and air quotes.
Yeah.
yeah.
But they believe in his vision for whatever the game
we
is
don't
gonna
we
be.
don't really know what their motivations
Maybe it's just the
are.
paycheck. They like
Yeah.
the paycheck. It's like working at Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's do Wario.
Wario.
Great.
Ooh, okay.
Let's do Clint Howard now.
Perfect.
Hubris, the mayor's right hand man.
And I think it might be Rusty.
Oh, that's good. I love
I feel
that.
so bad for Clint Howard now that we're saying that, but I agree.
Yeah.
It's the character, not the actor.
Not the
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
and
But also, it's a little bit the actor.
Rusty and Clint Howard. I feel like this was already so worth it.
Oh,
Now that we've cast.
1000%.
Now that we've cast.
Yeah.
Them. Yeah.
All right, now possibly the most challenging casting on here.
Oh, I had an easy time.
Oh
Martha-
yeah, I was gonna say this does not feel hard to me.
This
but
doesn't
go
feel
on.
hard
Do
to
we
you?
want to
No.
mind weld at the same time, Mark, and see if we have it?
I wonder.
Can I go? Can I go with you guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1.
Wait,
and
wait.
we're-
First, let's say who the character
Okay,
is.
sorry. Yeah, it's Martha May Huvier.
The bombshell.
The bombshell, the Christine Baranski character.
Uh-huh.
Who growing up obviously has a thing, capital T thing
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Grinch.
Oh yeah.
Likes his little muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And and is easily stolen away by the Grinch as an adult.
Yes.
Okay. On 3, we're all gonna say who we.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Candy
Candy
Kong.
Oh.
All right, Candy Kong it is.
Who did?
What did
Sorry.
you say?
Yeah.
I
who
s-
did
I
you
said
say?
Bayonetta
Oh.
Oh.
I feel like that's
I-
a good one
because
too.
she's got more agency than Candy Kong.
Well, we don't. Well, first of all, I'll say I don't know what Candy Kong's like life is like.
She's just standing by the save barrel, being like, "You can save here if you want."
She's teaching you how to play music in DK64, but I do see that Bayonetta connection pretty strong.
Yeah. Go.
I think Bayonetta's too sexy, like too overt.
Just in general.
Yeah,
Just be
exactly.
careful
I'm
what you're
sorry.
saying about Christine Baranski. All right?
No, it just feels for like
There
the,
is okay. Look, sorry.
The spirit of a Christmas movie.
Yes,
It feels like
Christine Baranski mounts that Christmas light cannon and wields it like a giant dick
That's
in much
very
the same way that
true.
Tessa Thompson
That's
does at the end of
very
Thor Ragnarok
true.
with that gun in the ship. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
I'll
see what
agree
you're
with Candy
saying.
Kong, but-
I don't think it's out of the question. I'm trying to think of her character in the movie though is like I feel like Bayonetta's like, oof. It's Christine Baranski's character in the movie. I feel like Bayonetta's like 5 steps ahead always. She's like, she's like this super clever, like, oh, you didn't see this coming. And I feel like the character in the Grinch is a little more like vapid, shallow, learns how to have depth or something. Like that's the journey, that's the arc of the character.
Connor, you just watched this movie today. Is that true?
It is. I wanted to be swayed so much by Bayonetta. I think if there was a middle ground between Candy Kong and Bayonetta,
Yeah, what
I
is
think that's
that?
the pick.
Pauline?
I do have Pauline down as a nominee on my list.
Pauline might be.
Pauline's pretty good too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This one feels really cut and dry to me.
Yeah.
You just think it's Candy Kong.
I can't see past it.
I also like that we mind melded to it.
Also, Candy Kong's energy towards Donkey Kong is very much this
The energy
character's
towards-
energy towards the Grinch.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, Donkey Kong's
That's
always like running away.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
Wow.
Feels like Candy Kong.
Candy Kong it is.
Oh,
Sometimes Mark just puts his foot down and that's
Hey, when I believe in something,
Yeah.
I stand for something.
Mhm.
Max the dog.
Okay, well, are we doing all the? Because I have a satellite pitch about the Grinches and the dog and everything.
Okay.
But
I
I may be blowing my wad here too much.
no, but I think that's okay. I think
Yeah,
we've got
we're
a
in the
good
neighborhood
set.
now.
Like
So
pitch
since
the
we're-
set.
Okay, since we're doing Little Grinch, Big
Mhm.
Grinch, obviously there's like the Link, Little Link. Like there's like the young Link, adult
yes.
Link. They're
Mhm.
both green.
Right.
And then a Pona the horse
Mhm.
or a Midna type could be
Right,
like
right,
Max
right,
very
right,
easily.
right.
Those all slot in very nice. They're not the most fun
Yeah.
or lively of options. I'll say that. They're
Mhm.
sort of boring down the barrel stuff. So I'm
Well, it also just like Link is not nearly the chaos agent that we need the actor playing the Grinch to
Mhm.
be.
the characters don't map at all character wise.
Right, but it was a good set.
Yes, it was a good completionist set. Yeah.
I have a pitch for Little Grinch, but I don't know if we want to try to get Max out of the way first.
I feel like they in order of exciting, it's Max, Little Grinch, Big Grinch.
Okay.
Unless someone feels
I
strongly.
agree. I'm with you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
I mean, pets in Nintendo, right?
Oh,
like this.
the dogs.
Yeah, we got the Polterpup, Poochie from Yoshi,
I was thinking literally Yoshi.
also Yoshi. Yeah,
Sort of like in Yoshi's games has agency, but this
Right.
isn't Yoshi's story.
Oh,
now look at that.
but it is his crafted. That didn't make sense.
but
there-
it is his woolly world.
Yes, yeah. Now we're talking. It felt like there's a similar like Yoshi in Super Mario World to Max's energy, which is like you're there,
Mhm.
you are helpful, you are a part of this. The Grinch doesn't dislike Max, but the Grinch also doesn't treat
Yeah.
Max super well.
feel bad
And
for
Mario
Yoshi.
is not
Yeah,
afraid to kick Yoshi down into a
That's
well
right.
as he jumps over a
So we can
final
get
jump.
to the second exit.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Now we have a different set going on. A little baby Mario Grinch.
I've got a definite idea for the Grinch for sure.
Alright.
But not that Yoshi has to be a perfect match, but
I like
right.
Yoshi.
I think Yoshi's good.
What specifically? What color Yoshi are we doing?
is there a brown Yoshi?
There are all colors of
I
Yoshi.
haven't seen him.
Maybe pink Yoshi
Pink Yoshi's nice.
or light blue.
Are you just looking at the pink Yoshi
There is-
amiibo? That
I wasn't, but
Just
now
on the
that
other
it
side of
is
the room.
right within my view.
I like a yellow Yoshi. I like the
Mhm.
bold red Yoshi's nice.
Yeah.
A baby blue Yoshi.
Hmm. I'd be down for any of those.
Yeah.
I
me
say
too.
let's go with the blue Yoshi because when it eats a shell, it can fly.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
And Max has to
Very
like
good.
emulate a reindeer at some point.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or as the Grinch calls him, Rudolph. That's
Ru-
a
That's
line
a
in the
good
movie.
dude. That's a good impression.
Do it again.
I've been impersonating Jim Carrey my whole life. Rudolph.
That was
One
a-
more time.
That was a little.
One more time.
That was a little Nixon-y, but it was good.
Rudolph.
All right, now Little Grinch and the Grinch himself.
And these can be separate, right? They don't have to necessarily
I
be.
definitely
They,
think
yeah,
so,
they
yeah.
don't have to be related.
Okay.
Because, like, I think in my mind, the Little Grinch is an angrier
Yes.
character.
Mhm.
I mean, even
Scrappy
though
dude.
even
Yeah.
though the older
Yes.
one is
Mhm.
yes, totally. And he's got this like he's trying to fit in but just can't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whereas old Grinch, he's got his own thing going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
yeah, he messes with the Who's, but like he
He's
doesn't really care
fully
about
into
this
his
one.
incel bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He's like fully resigned to what his state is.
Okay.
Okay, so little Grinch. Who's like a little angry? Mark, you got something?
I do. I was gonna say Bowser Jr.
Oh,
Bowser Jr.'s on here for me
Oh,
too.
boy.
That feels.
I have
like
another
a home
one
run.
that was my first thought. My second thought was if we want a character that is a little angrier and upset than what we have in the future, I was thinking that Skull Kid might be a great choice from Majora's Mask. That dude is messed up.
Yeah, he's messed
Yeah.
up.
But
Yeah.
also Bowser Jr. could be perfect because I might have a pitch for the Grinch.
I like Bowser
Grinch for the
Jr.
Grinch.
Bowser Jr. is easily swayed too.
Mhm.
Like he's mean and nasty, and then he's like,
Yeah.
never mind.
We're doing
What are
this.
you guys doing?
Doesn't
I
he
don't
help
know."
in Bowser
So-
Fury?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. He
Yeah.
helps you out. Oh yeah, that's a great game.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
Love Bowser's Fury.
Yeah.
No, this is good, and I think there's also because he's got like the paintbrush, right? Like there's a little bit of like a
Mhm.
creativity
Yeah.
to him,
Definitely.
and like yeah, and young Grinch
Mhm.
tries to when he realizes that Martha May Houvier's whole thing is like being excited about Christmas.
right.
He tries to put on like a good Christmas thing, but he can't.
Right.
He's just too like clumsy and
Yeah.
Grinchy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Oh,
You're
I
mimicking
just want to do
me.
it one more time.
He
and
makes he does make an art project. He does do an art project.
Yeah.
He makes her an ornament made out of like metal and stuff, which I thought was pretty good, but apparently not good enough for these kids.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. I think it's Bowser Jr.,
I love it.
a character that we don't care for much on this show.
No. But,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's playing Baby Grinch, so I think that works.
I've never really thought about him. I'm not gonna lie. Is he a Smash character? Or
well,
just
he's part
of,
all
like,
of the
yeah,
kids
but
are
he's a
Smash
Smash
But he's the
character, yeah.
default. You have
Okay.
to the other Koopa kids are the alternate costumes. Which leads us now to the Grinch.
Mm.
This is a Nintendo character that's going to be stepping into the shoes of Jim Carrey.
Wow. Easy 1-to-1 because of who the young Grinch is.
Yeah.
Was thinking Bowser.
Thinking
Mm.
Bowser.
lot to
straight,
do-
Straight up villain.
Yeah, a
Interesting,
lot to
okay.
do with like that turn because even though Bowser is the villain of like 95% of Mario's games and he steals people and kidnaps them and he's evil, he's also feels a little playful, especially in like the Paper Mario games. Maybe this is I don't know, not Paper Mario Bowser, but
You
That was
also
my
have
first thought.
you also have Waluigi down there, which
And
I
I-
think is fun because
I do
Waluigi
like that.
kind of looks like Jim Carrey could play Waluigi
Yes.
in a movie.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Yeah. Well, what didn't you have something big?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Actually, I did. Sorry, but it was no, it
It's
was
been used
It was
now?
Wario. We used it.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I can see Waluigi. I mean, Jim Carrey could totally play Waluigi. But also, I like that Waluigi doesn't feel like we don't really know what Waluigi's deal is.
Yeah.
You know, and so he doesn't feel like particularly evil, which I think he seems more misunderstood,
Mm.
which I feel like is fitting for the Grinch.
Have we seen Baby Waluigi?
I
Oh,
don't.
have we seen Baby Wario?
know.
We have
Yes.
seen Baby Wario.
We've seen Baby Wario and we've seen Dr. Baby Wario.
We have, yeah.
I don't know if we've seen Baby Waluigi. I also like him because he is absolutely still an outcast, not included in Smash.
Yeah.
Only sometimes invited to the
Yeah.
Mario stuff. Was only brought in to be a partner to Wario.
Yeah.
I like.
Well, and so that's an interesting like dynamic that
yeah.
we're setting up with casting the Jeffrey Tambor character
Yes.
as Wario because it means that they are like
Oh, two sides.
they're
of the
like
same
romantic
coin.
rivals.
Yeah, that's kind of. But I feel like Wario and Waluigi could totally be into the same person.
Oh yeah.
Mark, what have you discovered
I
about
have to-
baby Waluigi?
I've discovered that he does exist.
Are you sure? That doesn't look like real art. That looks
but-
like fan art.
So shows up.
Not to say that fan art
apparently-
isn't real art. Fan art is real art.
So apparently shows up in Super Mario Brothers. This can't be real. Is this a real thing? Diaper Duty DS?
No, okay, you're on a Fantendo Game Ideas and More wiki.
Shout out,
Diaper duty.
it was shout
This
out
can't
to
be real.
whoever,
Okay.
whoever came up with that years ago was like, I'm hearing my thing on a podcast.
Yeah. No, you're right. Maybe we haven't. Maybe a baby Waluigi only exists in the hearts and minds of fans.
This makes him to me a stronger candidate for the Grinch.
Yeah. I think even though the Bowser is the easy 1-to-1, I think I do slightly prefer Waluigi, but
But somebody brought up that we don't know much about Waluigi. Thus, I mean, I like Waluigi the best. I think. I'm just trying to think: is Waluigi funny?
I don't know.
What do we? What is his deal? I
What
guess
is
we're
his
right.
deal?
We just
Yeah.
don't know his deal.
Yeah, we just don't know what his deal is.
Kind of like the Who's. They don't know the Grinch's deal.
Yeah, they don't know the Grinch's deal.
They don't know the Grinch's
They
deal.
don't know the Grinch's deal. Okay, I love that.
The only thing-
I think it's either Waluigi or Marth. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of other like ill-tempered. Was it like Mr. Rossetti? Like I'm trying to think of other like
Oh,
ill-tempered
right.
Mr. Rossetti's
Nintendo
great.
characters, like Mr. Rossetti.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's a loner too.
Uh-huh.
I assume. Actually, we don't know. He goes underground. Maybe he's got a whole family down
Yeah,
there.
we
don't
don't
know
know
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
I am forgetting the name of the main villain in Skyward Sword. Gosh.
Oh yeah, I was just looking this up earlier today, and I can't remember it either, so
What
it's
the
not
heck is wrong with me?
worthwhile. But
It's like a long name, right?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
There's also characters like, it's too late
Girahim?
now.
Girahim.
Oh,
Girahim,
Girahim,
yes.
yeah. But I see Little Mac over there. Little amiibo, Little Mac. There's the entire cast of Punch Out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them would make great Grinches. I mean,
Yeah,
Glass
like Glass
Joe.
Joe, King Hippo.
King Hippo, easy. Oh, Cranky Kong would make a great
oh,
Grinch.
Cranky
Yeah.
would make
Oh,
a great
Cranky.
Grinch.
He is a good Grinch. Although, but he's, I mean, I guess, and the Grinch is too, like ultimately heroic.
Right.
Yeah. In that same vein, I don't want to pitch K. Rool, but K. Rool is like maybe doesn't have enough in common. K. Rool's more of a
would've been
mayor,
good
I
mayor,
think.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
just straight villain as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
I mean, I think we're just kind of pitching around on good other Grinches
Yeah.
because I think Waluigi is it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because that Waluigi Mario thing about the mayor and Grinch works really well
yeah,
for me. That
yeah,
clicked.
I like that too.
I think that's great.
All right,
Yeah.
so here's what we've
Oh
got. We're
my
gonna
gosh.
recap it.
We did it.
Hubris is being played by Rusty from Rusty's Real Deal Baseball.
Perfect.
Mayor Augustus Mayhew is being played by Wario.
Mhm.
Martha Mayhuvier is being played by Candy Kong. Louis Luhu being played by Link's uncle. Betty Luhu is being played by Luigi. Cindy
Yeah.
Luhu by Penny Krygor from the WarioWare series. Max the dog is being played by Yoshi. The Little Grinch is being played by Bowser Jr., leaving, of course, Waluigi to play the Grinch.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for
Yeah,
stopping
thank
by
you so much.
on
Oh my
this
goodness.
Christmas
for
Eve.
having us.
Absolutely. I can't believe we even got to see you. I didn't think it was possible, but here
Yeah.
we are.
All right, well, have a safe journey home, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool,
great,
yeah,
Okay,
right.
just
Yeah.
like, just like back out the
Okay,
way.
let me just
Okay,
take a
all
I
left
feel like
sip
I'm
of
not
mine.
even taking
No,
steps
okay.
back, but I'm leaving.
Great. Yeah. I'll get an Uber.
Boy, it sure was nice of them to stop by in this weather.
I mean, it's better late than never, right? It's good that we got to spend time with a lot of our friends.
Yeah, despite the dangerous weather, and kind of being shut off from civilization, and this
And the blanket
it continues to grow
continues to get like bigger. I swear it's bigger.
at like expanding at seemingly an alarming rate.
Yeah, like I can see it like creeping towards the window as if in an effort to block out the sun. It's nighttime now, and there's snow up to like the kitchen window, but like I think we have a second thing to worry about, is what I'm saying.
And yet, with all of this, I could not think of a better way to spend the holidays.
No, it's the perfect time, and it's a perfect time to maybe turn our sights to the less fortunate and see who we can help in the world.
That's right. We, of course, are so fortunate to be surrounded by friends and to have this opportunity to share this time with our listeners. And yet,
Yeah, you got to count your blessings, right?
Uh-huh.
Because we've never known the experience of being a biologically engineered organism designed only to combat an outer space parasite.
that's right.
For example,
Does a biologically engineered outer space parasite know that it's Christmas?
there's no way to know. I have to assume no.
I have to assume no, and yet Christmas and the holiday season lives in all of our hearts all year round. So could it live in the hearts of even a Metroid?
Mark, I think we should sing a little song that we prepared to celebrate the Metroid.
I'm dreaming of a Metroid Prime, just from the Metroid's point of view, where you bring the fight to the X-Parasite and get back to the Chozo.
I'm dreaming of a Metroid Prime, just from the Metroid's point of view. No more draining, life-giving goo, and be free to do what Metroids do. I'm dreaming of a Metroid Prime. We'll let the Metroid live in peace. Let the dang thing do as it please, because even Metroids have feelings. Thank you. That's our show. We are off next week, so have safe and happy holidays.
Thank you so much to Adrian and Garrett. You can check out their podcast, The Super Gamer Boys, and they also have a Patreon, and visit supergamerboys.com for all of their shows.
Thank you to Ryan and Kelly. You can find them on their socials, which are at Mogge and at Kelly Nugent, respectively. And then both of them are on the Same Day Shipping podcast.
And thank you to Connor and Jeremy. You can listen to them on Super NPC Radio and their shows, Video Games, a Comedy Show, and Call Me By Your Game.
Anthony DeLuca made our logo. Our theme music is provided by 8-Bit Betty. You can get more of his music by going to 8bitbetty.com or by listening right now. For my co-host, Mark Mitchell, this is Patrick Ellers, saying have a Happy New Year.